on the boat?
I think we did. Yeah.
We did.
You did long rest on the boat.
Cool. So I might get.
Yep.
half
So
my
you'll
hit
get your
die
stuff back. You'll also level up.
Except for you.
Fucking dead.
Huh?
Cassie, Elysian, would you like to discuss what happens with the stars aligning and shit?
Oh fuck.
Oh, boy.
Was there about to be a meteor?
It's
I'm ready.
for what it's worth. It is part of her class
Yeah.
feature that is happening.
Tell me
Not
some
like
shit.
Okay.
you don't have to. I can take it. You can.
Performance anxiety. No, thank
Sure.
you. I
Okay.
can't perform.
I won't look at you.
Do you trust me to do it?
We've all been there.
Do you trust me to do it? If not, it's okay.
What,
Yeah.
to roll it?
No, to like explain what happens.
It happens.
You explain it better than
She
I
tells me it
do.
happens to everybody. What she said.
So during the night, those of you that are light
What?
sleepers would see at one point during the night, Elysian kind of just rouse from her sleep and not look bothered, not look nervous or disinterested. She just makes her way back to the proper deck of the ship and begins looking up into the stars. And you see at that point several little stars shooting across the sky. Roll a d20 for me, and then tell me if it's odd or even.
Can I roll to like witness this?
Sure.
I don't even know. What
If
I
you're,
do?
it's okay if
Can I
you
just
do or
say I
don't.
wait?
If you consider your character a light sleeper, then yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a die. I was like, damn, that thing
yeah,
rolls!
what kind of
Holy
match?
shit! I was like, how do you roll that thing? We're gonna wait for fucking 6 years.
It's fucking.
Man
it's,
rolled a
it's,
D1.
It's Garrett's fucking.
Sorry, go ahead.
D22.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah. A D3.
Even.
Even?
Well, no. Yeah,
So even, Cassie, means that you it's a
Oh, man.
it's a good day.
It is a good day.
Hey, that's always nice.
It's when you can
good.
add rather than subtract. And
okay.
after some time of staring up at the stars, after the last shooting star streaks across the sky, you see a very, very faint glow of Elysian herself reflect as if she was a star or had cast a spell of some sort. And there's some star formations that you begin to see, but as soon as you think that you saw something, they very quickly twinkle out, and you're not sure if it was the stars in the sky that messed with it because the last shooting star went across, or something happened with her, or she cast a spell. Uncertain. And after the little display of the stars, I assume you're calm and heading back to bed.
I feel like this would be like a cigarette break for me. I'm like on the bow of the ship.
He's smoking a candy cigarette.
He's
over
got
here.
his fucking bread. His 3 a.m.
He's just
He's got his
smoking a
3
loaf of bread.
He's got his 3 a.m. bread. He's just got a baguette.
Just a baguette.
This is like
Only
a not
3 a.m.
long baguette, like the way you see
Long and
bikes.
thin ones, yeah.
Long.
There's some beautiful things happening. Crunch, crunch.
It's exactly like that scene where in Guardians of the Galaxy
sorry.
where he's like eating the bag of chips while they're trying to
Yeah.
like be lovey-dovey. You don't see me. I'm very, very quiet. So that happens during the night. The rest of you, the two wizards, sometime during this, you're finishing, like, since level 5 until now, you were finishing the last bit of work you were doing for your spells, and broke through late into the night with your new two spells apiece.
Nice.
And then we wake up in the morning, and the stars are no longer in the sky, but there is still, the moon is not fully down yet, so you have the occasion where the sun's over here and the moon's still up. It's a normal day from here. When you go to have food this day, so you're already sailing back, trying to go back to... you guys didn't give a heading, right? So he's just going to where he wanted to go?
Trap.
Bilge trap. Yeah, back to where you guys came from.
Mhm.
Okay.
We didn't
Just
give
making
him a
sure.
heading, though. Did we give him a heading? No, we were.
You kind of waffled about it, and then
Yeah.
he
It's like
basically
lame.
asked, "Do you guys want to go to Bilge Trap? Because that's where he's gonna go."
Oh, okay.
He was like, "Do you
Sure.
mind if I just go home?"
and we were
Yeah,
just
he's
yeah,
like, "Hey,
sure,
our
whatever.
business
Yeah,
is done.
sure.
We made our money. It's time to go back and sell it."
Yeah, sure.
That's pirate life.
Oh, yo.
Everybody
Do you
has
explain good
9
day?
temporary
What?
HP
Who
except
is
for
fancy?
Do I
Cray.
explain good day to you?
Sorry, Cray.
To everybody?
The dice.
You can.
Agree with
No, you can.
Okay. So, equal to so as a reaction, if she's within 30 feet of you and can see you, or anybody, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be you guys. If she wanted to increase my bad boys, she can. Anybody that's within 30 feet, when they make an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check, she can use her reaction to add a d. She rolls the d6 and then you add it to the result. And if it's a bad day, it's the opposite and it subtracts.
Okay.
Interesting.
But she's got the good day today.
And how many times is it?
Proficiency, so 3.
Oh, nice.
So 3 times today.
Do you find out what the roll is and then she can add it? You know what I mean?
Good question.
What's talking?
Somebody's talking.
I don't know. Oh my god, do I have... I know what's talking. Bam, closed it, finished it.
It's like, it's us.
Oh my god.
So I downloaded the other... Whatever, it's fine.
No, that's bullshit.
It's all.
Is about to. So prior to me
So
announcing the roll, she
the
tells...
decision on it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll roll it. Let's say, and it's 10.
So it's
and she's
is
like,
about to.
I want to do a 6.
So if I say, go ahead and make an ability check, or go ahead and make this check, or go ahead and make the save, she can then say add 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's prior to the dice
yeah.
result.
Got it.
Whereas
Do I
you've
roll
got
it before?
that's what it says. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, and ability check, you can use your reaction. So as soon as I say roll this die, you can say, can I add to this? I'm obviously not going to be
It's a
nitpicky
D6?
about it.
It's a d6 or what?
Yeah, for you it's a d6, and then it'll go up. No, it never goes up. You'll get more uses of it as you level up.
Oh, like how many times?
Mhm.
Yeah,
How many
D6
times
is
per day?
Still a lot. though.
D6
Yeah.
can be a ton. It can also be 1, but it can be a
I mean,
ton.
a one
a
can
one
do
can
it a
still
lot.
do it.
of
Some,
times.
Sometimes a 1 can do it.
Yeah.
You basically have bless on reaction. It's a spell that's really good.
So if it's
Better
like a monster's
bless.
turn and they're gonna attack somebody,
And you've got the.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Save.
You don't want to do. So you have wheel, which is the even one. So you would want to do that when your friends are doing something that you want them to
Yo,
succeed.
that's actually poggers.
And
So,
then
like,
and then
one
woe
roll-
is the odd one. So if
Did
you
you
roll the
say
d20 and
poggers?
it's an odd number,
Uh-huh.
then you would use that against like when I'm attacking you,
'Cause then
or if
you're
I'm
right.
making a save against you. Then
I'm not-
you use the
That's
easiest
pretty
way to think about it is you want to use woe
What is
on
that?
me and wheel on everybody else.
I'm not taking sending.
'Cause-
I believe.
could I use
Okay.
that? The negative.
Follow my
So
heart.
bless is
you
the good one.
towards
What's the
somebody
negative
else?
one again?
Bane.
Bane.
So if I go to
Bane.
attack somebody,
Couldn't
you
think
can
of the
give me a
word.
negative.
So she has bless.
Or if
Also,
somebody,
I guess
if you
that's
cast a
supposed
spell
to
on
be
me,
you two.
Yeah,
have
that's
got
or
it.
if one of the
Right
wizards casts a spell on me and you want it to go
I
off,
don't
you
think
can make
anybody
me
else-
subtraction
This is what you're
from
taking.
my
Was it the plus
roll.
I feel like
We're
that's
gonna
their
be
day.
up there.
What'd you end up taking, Jake?
Yeah.
I was debating on
Bonus action.
taking
Shadow
level
Blade.
cleric
Shadow
just so that I can have
So,
bless.
yeah, you guys can kind of discuss that if you want to be wizard nerds in this morning.
You are wizard nerds.
Where was it?
Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about your breakthroughs or no?
My breakthroughs?
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna say I got a great night of sleep, and I'm feeling very lucky today.
Throne property.
Oh, wink.
Oh,
I'm feeling very predictive.
some good numbers, huh?
Some good numbers when I don't even know if we're gonna do much, but you know what?
It'd be like that.
What would numbers factor into that, though?
Just feeling the dice are with me on this one.
What fucking dice?
Breaking the fourth wall. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty sick.
Got them
That's the
stacked
way
up
to
dice.
be
keep
near anything.
I
crumbles
found
or
I found
something,
more
am I
ways
right?
to jump around the battlefield too.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So,
Yeah, so I also did that.
I think all this fighting's really worked out. I'm feeling pretty ripped right now, gotta say.
Get a hell of a
That's
workout.
another teleport.
By the
Yeah.
time you guys get up, you see Vatuka's on the front deck and just like dripping in sweat and just throwing punches at the air over and over again.
Hey, you think you maybe want to rest a little bit after?
I did. I got up early.
Well,
Batuka,
maybe take it easy.
do
for
you
a little.
see something that you're fighting?
No, look. And then when I punch, I go real slow, and you see like there's a little bit of spark at the end of my fists.
Oh.
Oh,
Just
we
a
got
little pop
magic
at the end.
hands.
That's the magic CTE.
the
Maybe
The
a.
magic of CTE.
Don't you guys see the little
I don't
stuff
know.
That's
coming out of
very
my hands?
cool.
That's-
I think
That's the
maybe
thing that you get when you have a
should
shitload of
go,
concussions.
so. Are you feeling any dizziness, lightheadedness at all, or?
Well, the proper question is, Batuk should have been like, "Do you see these fucking sparkles? Because I'm not sure."
Yeah, it's like that's
I'm
the
just
brain injury
assuming
that like
that
makes
anything
football
cool
players
that
kill
happens as a result
themselves.
of my training.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
The Herschel Walker effect is really setting in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You know, like some
diseases
diseases are named after people. That's the one, man.
Yeah,
At this
for
point.
real.
Anyway, so the rest of unless there's anything you guys would like to do, I have something at lunch that will happen,
Try one.
but there's nothing that will happen until then. If
Ah.
anybody wants to do anything in the morning.
No. Yo
Hold on.
ho.
1 second.
Yo ho ho. Soon may the Wellerman come.
Interesting.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna copy. Start copying.
Yeah. I kind of hoarded that book for a while.
Kinetic jaunt.
Okay.
into my
You have
spellbook.
you have the necessary
Mhm.
components on you. Okay.
And it's level 2, so that takes 2 days.
4
No,
hours.
it's
4 hours. It's
2 hours
the
per
level
spell
times
level,
2, right?
and then
Yeah.
it's halved if it's the spell of divination.
Cool. It's not, so it's gonna take 4 hours.
Mhm. So you can copy that this morning.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
The real gate to copying spells is the money you have to spend, not the
Yeah.
downtime. You'll find the downtime for sure.
In the Wizard's Expansive.
Sure is. Well, if you want a lot of spells. So
Why wouldn't you?
Guess that's
Well,
right.
That was level 2.
you kind of get a bunch anyway.
I'm
God,
actually
guys, come on,
surprised
man.
my spellbook's kind of big right now already.
Yeah.
Told you. So during the lunch times, you guys go down into the lower deck and begin to eat. And you see Oko's already down there and has his plate. As you guys are getting served and getting your food, he looks to you and he actually waves you over to join him at his
Cool.
table. Oko does. And he's with some other people. Gib is there, but there's the other crew. A couple of other crew are there, but they've left space for you all. But he waves you over specifically.
Friends in high places now?
I'm gonna pretend to be socially
You're gonna pretend.
not there and just be like, and go sit down with my friends.
Okay, I mean, I'm trying to describe this as like prior to you guys sitting down.
Oh,
If you guys don't want to sit with him, that's fine. But
We'll sit with him. Why not? What's the harm?
Atosh, I'm going to be pretend to be socially inept. he
Yes.
says.
or I just kind of mumble, fuck. And then I walk over. Just
Um,
the idea of conversing with anybody right now is just not.
That's valid.
I mean, I feel that on a spiritual level.
Out of game
every
and
single
in-game.
person after they work their 9 to 5, it's like
Sure, I'm just
It's
like,
like, no, fuck you. I'm done with this shit.
Trey, what's up?
And he'll, as you guys kind of sit down at the table, the table kind of quiets a little bit, not to the point where people like stop mid conversation. It's not jarring, but like it was clear. Yeah, it was clear that something was said prior that you guys are gonna come sit, and that he had something to ask, which was, so I think I've met you before, once in Bilge Trap years back. And I'm just wondering how you got away.
Crap.
Are we all there, or is there just you?
I like
Yeah,
choke on
you're
my
all there.
oatmeal or
We're
whatever.
there.
Whatever pirates eat for breakfast.
So you've descended from
I
the
have
sky
my
before?
baguette.
Rum.
Record scratch.
Yep. Rum and oranges.
The rest of your baguette.
Maybe, yeah, yes.
Oranges. You've been here before?
I haven't, okay.
You seemed like a tourist. You know what I'm saying?
I am a tourist. This is not my home. Like, this is clearly not where I belong. Like, haven't seen many other blue people around, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's why I
accurate.
think I've met you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've seen you before.
Has he met me or? I
You
have
don't
no
have any
memory.
recollection of this man
I don't.
prior to the
This,
event.
this,
Yeah, the events that have
I
unfolded at the
don't
table.
think I've ever met you. I don't think I've ever been to Bilge Trap.
No, but I saw you. I saw you up for auction and get sold.
Hmm.
Aw.
So I'm wondering
Oh, that's your
Okay.
brother.
Huh?
when.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm gonna like shove my chair out of the way and be like, okay. When was this?
Years ago.
Years ago.
Years ago.
Okay, I'm looking for my brother, and he looks like really close to me. His name is actually the same as mine, but it's just one letter switched around. Like, it's just a different. Like, my name's Atosh. His name's also Atosh, but it's just with an A.
Well, that's
It might
that's
be my
not
brother.
made up, right? You didn't lose a little bit of sanity when
Nope.
Yatura had you? Or?
Nope.
You're sure?
Yes,
No, he's always
I'm
said that.
legitimately looking for my brother. Like,
Okay.
I and then I like.
So
go,
then you
like,
didn't get away then?
I was never caught.
Huh.
I thought you guys had come here recently. How long have you been here?
Put a pin in that.
It's been a while.
Been a minute, yeah.
Time is weird.
Time is subjective.
Hey,
I don't know.
To my
Sunrises,
people.
sunsets.
Yes.
Time's simple.
It goes one direction unless you're specific gods, in which case it's really weird.
Unless
Yeah, and
I'm
I'm
in the
not
sky.
specific.
certain people can make it stop for a little bit.
So
For some people.
this was years ago. It was the Yatura. I know I'm pretty sure the Yatura have him, but I don't know where he is. I need to find him. Do you know, like, where he got sold?
Yeah, and Bill's
But you said how he got away. How I got away. He got away then?
I'm confused. So it wasn't you that was at the auction.
I've
being
never
sold.
been sold.
Okay, well then I haven't seen you.
mean,
This
I
is more confusing. I was just wondering how you basically got circumvented the Yatura because,
How I did, but he didn't.
yeah. Well, I guess him because you're saying you didn't. So I guess you don't have that much information for me, and maybe this conversation is less fruitful than I hoped it would be.
So we got separated. Me and my brother did. We got separated. He got taken. I escaped. I'm trying to find him.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find him so I can go home.
Well, if it's any consolation, I don't know where he went, but if you need something for the Yatura, if you got vices with them,
I do.
I'd rather not have them making as much as I do. Let's just say it that way. It doesn't pay as much when two people are doing the same thing, and they're kind of in my racket.
Cool.
So,
Because I will do everything I can to hinder their racket.
well, that's great.
Because I'm
Our
looking for
plan
him.
after this is we were gonna go find their boss and kick his
Yeah.
ass.
That was like part of the plan. That was part of our
I
plan.
think that was more of a long-term goal, right?
Yeah, like a long-term goal is to kind of
I thought it was
figure,
like a medium term.
sniff it out. But it's more like I just don't feel like I'm ready yet to face
Like before
what's
the
going
dragon.
on. Like I'm getting there.
That's
but
Before the dragon.
I'm not. And
I mean,
he's
we're
also
not
kind of like me.
dragon.
He can do magical things too.
I got one dragon.
But just
well, that's why he
different.
was sold.
He was a baby.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So you think he's probably still alive then if he's useful? Is that how the Yatura operate? As long as you're useful, you're kept around?
I don't see them spending that much money on somebody just to not keep them.
Wow. Seems valuable.
When you spend thousands to purchase a person, we don't deal in that, by the way, me and mine. But obviously some do,
Mhm.
and when you're buying persons for those prices, yeah, no, I don't think it was. They're not going to feed him or whatever. They
Mhm.
probably want the return on their investment. I used to win for a pretty penny, if I can give you that.
You don't know who bought them?
The Yatura did.
Oh, I thought they were selling them.
The Yatura
No,
bought
the
him.
Yatura bought him.
I'm shot in the dark, but do you know where the Yatura head? Like where are they? Or if someone of magical ability is useful to those people in this world.
I know they sail west out of the bay
Okay.
commonly.
Yeah.
And I know I would like to sail west out of the bay if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So
I
of
am not.
course would help me and I would help you. I just don't know what you need to know. I don't know where they took him or what they did with him. I thought you were him. I mean, clearly I'm kind of in the dark on this.
Yeah, he looks really close to me. Like, he's my brother. But, dang.
He wasn't the only one sold that day, and they seem to have the ability somehow to pick out those who have magical prowess and those who don't.
Were there any other blue people?
No.
Like looking like me, like blue complexion?
There weren't.
Just him?
That's why, again, if there were more than you, I maybe it would get more confusing than it already is.
Shit. Okay. This is helpful. Thank you.
Green blue who wasn't magic.
Well,
I guess
when we make our way back to Biltrep, you let me know if there's anything you need from me with that.
Wrong answer.
No, it's just kind of greenish blue.
I'll put it this way: if I expand my ships with theirs, you can have at one of them. I don't particularly need it, but I'd rather you have it than my competition, because I don't feel like you're my competition.
I'm not.
I also want to say, last night I was a little bit not interested in being questioned, so I apologize. It came off probably a little bit harsher than it needed to.
That's okay.
But I've been doing this a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel if you were asking that question to me, you probably don't know who I am and what I've been doing for so long. So
Nope. Yeah.
I'll chalk it up to inexperience and a lack of knowledge,
My
rather than
ignorance.
rather than disrespect,
Mhm.
which I felt in the moment.
Fair. I agree. But yes, if it comes down to it and I'm able to help you secure more ships from the Yotura,
Oh, I don't care about the ships. That's just a nicety. If you want it,
I would
you can have
add.
it. You
I'll
can do
take
whatever
ship.
you want to
That'd
them
be
as
cool.
long as they're making less money than me.
I will always make sure they make less money than you because that's actively in my interest.
Well, I mean, fact of the matter is they can recruit more than me if they have more money than me. So
Yeah, you're right.
people go to them before they go to me often.
All right.
Also, did you know there's a bounty on your head?
Okay, I feel like you should have led with that. Oh yes,
No.
I do. I do know that. Yes.
I mean, I didn't have to leave
How-
with that because I
how-
wasn't going to give you.
How'd you know? Like, was there like a
It's on
fucking
boards.
post to? Oh,
Yeah,
really? We're already on
in the
board.
under- in the underworld.
That's how bounties work, my guy. You gotta tell people
wait, is that the
so
one
that they'll
in the
cash
underworld?
in on it.
Not underworld.
Is that
Okay,
the one from the?
yeah, the
He's
gr-
saying like
underground.
his part of town.
The one that found
Yeah,
on that dude who tried to kill you.
Is that the one because we pissed off that guy at the party?
Yeah,
Is that the
probably.
bounty?
Yeah, we
I think
made
it's a little
somebody
more
mad at the
complicated
party.
than that, but
Before
Reasons-
I turned into a goat demon.
Whatever, and we're working on it.
I don't understand what just happened in that conversation.
It's a lot.
I
We've
think,
been through some shit.
so you remember how you
Been
said
around a
that
couple of weeks.
you don't deal in the purchasing of humans, like
No, of course
purchasing
not.
of people, like slavery?
I gotta have some morals.
I think there was something like that kind of sniffing around going on, and I interjected myself into it, and now I'm in this guy's sights, and apparently there's a bounty. What's the time on that, by the way? He said that we have till the end of the week.
yeah.
I think this is the end of
Oh
the
This
yeah,
is
that's
the
right.
end
The
of the week.
short-term plan was we were gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
gonna go kick
And
his
then-
ass.
And then find out the
So
Yotura
I'm
guy
gonna
and
keep
then
it a
kick
buck.
his
It's on the
ass.
to-do list.
Or her.
It's
Or
on.
their
It's
ass.
definitely. I'm definitely aware of it.
It's a lot of ass kicking going around soon.
Yeah,
Dragon
Gonna lay the
Dragon's
smack
ass.
down.
but I think if you deal in souls like that, there's a. I believe it makes you a lesser anything, lesser person, lesser pirate,
It's
lesser
just
bounty,
harder to
less-
trust somebody
also,
that's willing
let's
to
be
sell a person.
Yes, I don't think.
Because I
we
mean,
should
if that's the
sell.
case, then I can
I
sell
don't.
Gib, and then Gib doesn't work for me anymore, and he's
Gib's just
upset.
like,
Yeah. Work. And Gib doesn't work for me anymore, and I squash a friendship for some coin. I mean, I don't see that as a fruitful endeavor, and frankly, I'd rather somebody who wants to be there than doesn't, and people who are bought often don't want to be there.
Mhm.
So I'd rather take those who do.
And it was
That's why I paid you. That's why you keep the sword.
got you a sword, buddy.
Found the sword.
It's a nice sword.
It is a nice sword.
There's no scabbard with that thing. Looks a little unwieldy to just keep lying around.
No, it's just all like any other sword. It's strapped. Not bad thing I had my last sword strapped.
Did we? Never mind.
Stay strapped, homie.
Stay strapped to get
Rap,
clapped.
rap.
Brattatata.
I'm gonna.
I hope the food's good for you all.
It's, yeah, thank you.
Fine, thank you.
I'm
gonna.
really hoping that I was gonna get something from you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gotten my fill of. I just thought I would get some information about
Oh, the
how you
tour?
got out.
Oh.
I would have loved to know.
When I find him, I will ask him, and then I will report it to
Well, if
you.
you're still looking for him, he's
like,
probably not out, is he?
no, probably not.
Yeah. If we find him and ask him how he got out,
Unless
his
he's
answer's
on
probably
the
going to
run.
be
You guys.
Or
yeah,
he's back
us.
in the sky.
I mean, I
Either
presume he's
he'll-
looking for you if you're looking for him.
I mean, either
Yeah.
he'll have a story for us, or we will write one with him and then
Yeah.
tell you.
Remind me, were you guys twin brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Do you even have the ring?
Twinsies.
Like, did
He had the ring too?
yeah? He got really upset when they tried to take it.
Fuck. Did they actually take it, or was he like sold with it?
I
or
don't
whatever?
know. They kind of
Okay,
ushered
sorry.
him out
Yeah.
at the time. But
Yeah,
it was
I don't
one of those
know.
things where like he didn't have much. He just had that, and when they tried to take it from him, it set him off. He punched 2 guys in the face, and that was that.
We'll take
pretty
the
much.
ring off. I don't quite know exactly how it works yet, but when we were about to leave the port on this journey, at first, like with all like the ship drama and whatever, it got heavy. It gets heavy randomly and really hot, and I'll have to like take it off and put it on the ground and wait. And it fell into the water, and I had to like dive down and get it. It'll get
Okay.
super heavy for no reason. I don't know what the reason is, but he has one just like it. But it's good to know that he still has it.
No, I had it. This was years
Oh,
ago. I
had
don't
it.
know
Yeah.
if they had
Well.
taken it from him. He really did put up a fuss about it. So maybe again with the amount of coin, maybe they made it a little bit hospitable. At least a little. I don't know.
Wait, how many days?
Is it
do we
worth
have
something?
left before the guy was supposed
What?
to come?
Is it worth something?
Oh, today.
We were
It's
gone
priceless
at
to
sea
me.
for like at least
But
5
it obviously it just looks like a regular gold
Yeah.
Because we
band.
were 3 days away
put it
from
in the
port at one point.
And
So
it's just
we
a
just see
simple,
a
simple
boat
like.
show
It's just a simple
Go
like
after
Lord of the
us.
Rings. It's
Yeah.
just a simple
Yeah,
gold
good
band.
time.
It looks no different than any other gold band.
He just looks at it and goes, "No, I mean, if I were to guess, they'd probably let him keep it. Doesn't look like they would be able to get much for it. So if it
It's
would
beat
keep
up,
him
it's
doing
not,
what
like,
they
super
needed him to
shiny.
do,
Yeah.
that's another thing. If you find what they bought these people because they were magical.
How many did they buy besides my brother? If you know that.
That time is half dozen.
Wow. Okay.
They've been buying them.
Buying people with magical abilities specifically.
Have you had? So I'm guessing you've had interactions with this group over the last
I've
couple
had-
years.
I've had many interactions with them.
Have you noticed like a use for these magic users?
Oh, I thought you meant the Utura. I've had many meetings
No,
with
yeah.
them.
Yeah, like let's
they-
say you had a fight with them on a ship-to-ship basis. Did you notice that they had a bunch of magic users on the ship? Or like, do you have any idea what they're using all these magic uses for? I guess.
No,
is what
I don't know.
So you haven't like seen them
It's
on
not.
the boats.
I haven't seen an exorbitant amount of spellcasters that they're trying to weaponize as an army. If that's what you mean.
Kind of. Yeah. Okay.
May I ask a out of game
Yeah.
question? So the Aurora, they seem fairly infamous. Do they operate in Swaywood?
Left. It's kind of like, would you rather work in Detroit if you're a mafia or a gang? Would you rather work in Detroit or Chicago?
Yeah,
So it's like way less, but you,
they're still around.
yeah, of course.
Nice, man. Congrats.
So I would know at least some.
Yeah, yeah. You
As
were
it should.
familiar with the name Utura. I mean,
I am a cop.
yeah. Just a fucking narc.
Hey, respect the badge.
Do I
or
know anything
something.
about where they are / what they're doing?
Utura? Yeah, we've kind of discussed this before. You do know that their base of operations is in Bilge Trap. It's easiest to do. It's easiest to do crime when crime is kind of like
The thing.
dealt under the table, and
So
there's
this guy-
people on the take.
So they have a bounty on this guy, and he just plopped his nutsack right on his lunch table, and was just like, "Come get me," and they just didn't.
I mean, you guys knew that when you guys were going to build trap.
Sure.
Whether or not you
Yeah.
maintained that thought in your brain when you went there, I don't know. But I've absolutely seeded that intelligence into the table.
We were like, oh, we got a week. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we
that
were,
guy's in Commonwealth.
Yeah.
we were attacked in an alleyway before we got here. In Build's Trap.
No, in Motolo.
Oh,
It's way over there.
So that's why. That's not why the bounty's on my head, but now I know that it's on boards and stuff in the dark. Does the flyer, does the little card, whatever, with my name on it, does it just mention me, or does it mention her
It
as well?
just describes you.
Just describes me. It just describes one person.
You.
Oh, cool.
I don't think the Utura have anything to do with anybody else. At
Yeah,
least as
no,
far as,
I'm talking about the
to be
bounty.
fair, it'd be hard to put a bounty on this one. I mean, look at him. He looks like everybody else.
Was it digging you?
Listen,
You made generic guy. You made.
I look exactly like Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah, except
It's
you dressed
just
like a
we
psycho.
saw you at the fucking Kansas City game, and you're like, "That's not me, dog." Bro, I took a picture. That was you in disguise. Can't fucking fool me. Look just like him.
I'm a normal human boy.
That's
I-
that was it was a way to say it's easy to describe him. It's not so easy to describe you to put a hit.
Yeah.
Right? They would need more than
How much is the
Looks.
bounty worth?
I'm normal human
Yeah, how much
man.
is the bounty worth?
it was like
I'm not wearing an
8,000.
ostentatious
8,000
paper
gold?
giant hat or anything.
Yo, I'm wearing a normal-sized hat.
It's just a farmer's hat.
I'm
It's
wearing
just
a
a
farmer's
farm.
hat.
Did they say where to take him if we got him?
It's a normal hat.
You're right. I
Two
was
out of
mixing it
Kune.
up with previous hats.
At Akune. So
Not Michael.
hypothetically,
Yes.
if this guy fucking look at me like that,
Hey, what?
this guy catches me.
What?
He knows where to go to find Atakune.
I'm sure that he could find it. It's not. It can't be that hard to find. I don't.
I've heard
The
of it.
plan's
that
coming
that's-
together. We find the guy and we kick his ass.
There we
There we
go.
go.
I don't
Plan.
think it's gonna be quite that simple.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, if you want to find him and try to kick his ass, that finding him is almost certainly the easiest part of
Yeah.
the whole debacle that you're in.
So is
And-
Atakune a familiar name to you?
Well, Atakune is a name past, so
Yeah.
I killed Atakune 10 years ago, but there's always another one.
Yeah. Pirate, Red Pirate Robert.
It's cliche. I don't know why they do it.
Because they're cool kids.
Wait, you killed
For-
the last one 10 years ago?
Yeah,
Nice.
it wasn't that big of a deal. It was. Usually, piracy is limited to non-pirates because it's easier to make money when everybody's making money. It's harder to make money when people are trying to compete with each other directly. I just specifically don't like those people, and so I'll take their money. They didn't care to give me it, so I took it.
Makes sense.
It's also harder to pirate pirates because they will actually listen. As like I said when you all boarded, or like you all signed when you all boarded, I'm in charge if battle ensues.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why that is that I need you all to. There can't be mutiny on our ship. There needs to be on theirs because mutiny makes us money. They're more likely to give me all their shit if they know that my name is Oko and I fly my flag. That's why when I was with my Jolly Roger. That's why when I was talking to you last night, I was more angry than I should have been that you talked to me the way you did, which was just asking a question. I know, but usually in my position, people hear the name, see the Jolly Roger, and just go, okay, yeah, we'll give him what he wants. That's kind of the brand that I've built and how I make my money without losing too many people. It's not as often when you pirate a pirate because they're not going to mutiny in the same way that you're not going to mutiny. I pay you well, you'll fight.
I'm gonna hit.
So how strong was this guy?
This other guy who's dead?
Him or his boat, his whole ship. Him personally,
Had
he
a
was
10.
formidable. Out of all the people I fought, 7, 8.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Not the strongest of them.
I'm gonna
Definitely not the smartest since he didn't give me what I wanted.
I'm gonna interact with Lysian when it's only my name on the wanted sheet. Why is it your name there too? Did you see a one-to sheet
Nice
describing
music
her?
change.
I didn't do that. To be clear, the guy that is looking for her is not part of the Atura.
I know. I'm not.
It seems
These
like-
are two separate things
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind.
It seemed like from the letter, he's basically saying you're the thing in the way of getting her. If
Yeah.
you're out of the way, he can just take her.
Yeah.
So he's just
What a
taking you
bold
out.
assumption.
Can this guy that wants you just appear?
I've sworn to defend her honor.
It's like he sees Weenie Hut Jr. and thinks
I don't
he's the one
think he could
defending her.
appear, but he could show up if he knew where I was.
Can he like do magic and stuff?
Yes,
Okay.
a little.
I don't like him.
Do you do magic?
Makes two of us.
I don't like me.
Aw,
days.
my buddy. Well, you're my buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
If
Pal.
he does show
Old
up,
friend.
he probably won't be leaving.
You're worth
That's
8,000
real
gold.
sad.
I'm worth 8,000 gold though.
He's not going.
I'm kind of proud of that.
Maybe in a box.
I'm happy
Or in pieces.
for you.
Let's see
Apparently
if we
he's
can get
willing
10
to
out of you.
spend 8 grand to get rid of me to get to you. That's kind of cool.
No,
and I just
again,
teleported you
The
from one side of the
Atura's
room to
the
the other.
Atura's only trying to whack you because you blew up their shit.
Oh,
You did do that.
I did do that.
Remember when?
Let's totally forgot.
Let's paint in some.
I am in character.
That-
I know.
that
it's
wasn't-
just funny because you have forgotten multiple times.
Oh yeah, I blew up their stuff.
That was
Okay.
just a normal Tuesday for me.
Remember when?
This has been years.
Hey, remember that time where I fucking blew up these people's shit? and
Yeah,
now
I
they're
blew up
out
a-
for
I
mad?
blew up a lot of them.
Years.
Like,
To be
was
clear, that was
beautiful.
the night before the campaign started that you blew that place up.
yep.
Yeah.
That was just another day for me. Getting along, you know what I mean? On the road.
It's been that kind of Tuesday.
If we don't have anything pressing to
Fucking
attend to while we're just on our way back, would you mind if we were to like fight? I want to just
What,
get it.
you
like,
and me?
Yeah, just not to
Spar.
like kill each other, but I want to see like if you say that guy's a 7 or an 8, and like how far I can get against you, then that'll give me
I'm
an
getting
idea
more
of
and
if
more
like
worried about the brain damage.
it'll give me an idea of if like maybe I could take him. You know?
He thinks he's talking to the captain, but he's actually talking to a stool. That's
The
in
promise
corner
is
of
like
the
a
room.
child's pinwheel. You have to remain within the
And
confines.
this is just coming from a bugbear as well.
yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna
So
stop
it's
you.
Are there
probably a bit
football
less
helmets in your
articulate
universe?
than it is from cats.
no, but there's
Can we
regular
get this
helmets.
boy a
Those
wrestling
helmets that those
helmet?
kids wear when they need to like protect their head because it's still soft.
Yeah, like the shaping helmet. Your head's concaved in. We need to reshape it, my guy. So let's strap you in, buddy.
We'll get you one that's shaped like a
I'm
baseball.
surprised that when he doesn't, that when he nods his head, you don't hear something rattling like wax or something.
Walking around looking like Sloth from the Goonies
So-
with a bugbear.
After a little bit of like he kind of like laughs it off for a second before he like realizes that you're actually serious, and he's like, "It's bad for him on the ship. We can probably make something happen if you want to go on shore and have that happen. I don't see it ending well for you."
I mean.
As he says that, he looks at the stat line.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're gonna lose, but how
Works at his
badly am I
forearm
gonna
and he just
lose?
sees just a ton of tallies of every time he's been knocked unconscious.
I like you see this here in my hand, and there's like a big hole in it. It's like that's from when I tried to beat up Hulk and I got knocked unconscious. I go, this one over here. This is from when I ran at the bear like a week and a half ago, and it just knocked me
Hulk and
over.
I knew each other before the Iron 5. We ran a little together before he bounced. I don't think he kept with his age as well as I probably did.
I'd agree with that.
So you would
Wow,
say
is
that
that
you're.
big?
You just hate that guy.
So you would say that you're probably stronger than Hulk.
He looked like
Yeah?
shit, and don't say
I'm
he
definitely
didn't.
stronger than Hulk. That's a certainty.
More
You've been way with
more
words.
deadly stats
Just
than Hulk.
fawning over
Hey.
it. You fucking lose like shit.
The problem is
Hey, Tosh, pass
I lost to him like 4 days ago, so if you're stronger than him,
You're
better
gonna
than
lose.
him, I'm gonna lose, probably by about
I-
the same amount.
I should preface I did kill Adekune 10 years ago. I've obviously
Yeah.
learned a thing or two in that time. I don't know how formidable you all are. Maybe you could roll into a gang and kick his ass. I don't know. But I presume that if you walk into a mafia man's territory trying to set a trap for a bounty and then spring it in the center of their operation, I don't see that going well.
I don't either.
You can have at it if that's the plan. You'll find him.
All I needed was gunpowder and a flame, and I killed many.
Fluff a nut
And
though.
a little bit of setup. I feel like if I have that setup again with the 6-pack of tall boys, yeah,
I suppose.
Some of
It'd
us
be
are
worth a
clearly more
shot.
confident than others.
Or are we
Hey, if you're
telling
not
people
confident-
six-pack thing out loud?
come on.
I'm just. We've told
Do we need
people
to go over our
six-pack tall
affirmations,
boys.
everybody?
You're right, we have.
I'm
I'm
pretty sure.
strong.
I'm pretty sure when you
You're right.
That's how we
Yeah.
got the name. It
I'm
was
pretty-
talking to somebody else.
Pretty sure you've also, when you apparated on the boat, I'm pretty sure you called yourselves the six pack of tall boys.
6-pack tall boys.
Yeah.
6-E-O-T-B.
I'm pretty sure that's what you
Six
signed
pocket.
that letter.
Oh yeah, I did.
What
Eat
was
all
it?
of my ass.
Yeah.
6-pack of tall boys.
Kindly suck the dirtiest part of my ass.
Yep. Lol, no.
Well, I think it would be fun to lose to you in a
Fucking-
fight.
fucking
Talk
I
about
guess
Brad,
I really
I-
need to because I kind of already know it.
30
The guy with
HP.
30 HP.
Could get punched to
I-
death by a civilian.
It's also not quite fair for me to
Play
fight
roll
you
tanks.
because I
No.
Damn it. Never mind.
usually have people around me that can make use of my situation in battle. It's easier to stab somebody when they're looking at somebody else.
Yeah.
But I'm confident this wouldn't really be a contest. So if you really want to throw hands or I don't whatever you would like to do, we can do that when we go back ashore. The only reason I'm not going to do it on the boat is because if something happens during the day and we need to fight somebody else, I don't want to be in a shape that I'm going to embarrass myself.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't want to be unconscious again.
Again.
For that.
Yeah.
Again, you have a notch on your
But
belt.
dude, when's the last day you weren't unconscious?
Maybe we should find like.
It's
About
been,
2 weeks
it's
ago
been
you
I
got
think
us.
3 weeks
What?
total in the
Maybe we should
campaign.
find a
I think he's
killer
gone
and just have him
unconscious
take a look.
about 25 times.
But how many of those days has he been
A
unconscious?
greater restoration
Yes.
might be a good
Yeah.
thing.
Maybe he doesn't like need it.
Occasionally,
Restoration?
occasionally you gotta pop a bead.
Just give him a greater restoration just for the shits of it.
Oh,
just to
right,
see
we
what
have a
happens.
bead for that.
That's the one. That's the one big reason why I think that going unconscious as much as you have isn't as big of a deal. Is because magic exists. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's you know.
You just
But
take a
it's
nap and you're
funny.
You
okay.
hit him upside the head and you hear the Taco Bell ding sound. I like you
Well, I
cut, G.
guess with that we're done eating. We should probably get back to our duties now.
Yeah.
He said duty.
What duty am I possibly assigned?
General crew,
Cool.
There's
clean
always
the
stuff
ship.
to do.
Yeah,
on the
clean the
boat.
ship. Like manage
You
the
should
ropes.
know that boat, man.
Oh, I do. Come on, but like some like twig wizard, fucking
Bud.
everybody's
Yes, you do.
hauling cube and moving stuff around, and I'm like,
You
what
can
do we-
walk.
Hauling you.
Yeah, you're
You can peel potatoes.
tall.
What are you gleaming the?
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down when it comes to this group?
You're tall.
It's like that might be useful
That
for
eliminates
something.
exactly one member of this group.
Yeah, we were all tall.
We all
See, now I
play
wish I
pretty
took sending
tall.
so I could talk shit to the
Am I
guy with the
short?
bounty on me.
Wait,
I
you did.
didn't-
You
I
did
thought
take
you
some.
were.
I
Are you
thought.
short?
No, I changed my mind.
I thought I was not average-ish.
I'm following my heart.
Are you short?
I don't know how short you are.
How tall are you?
I don't know.
I thought you were like 5'7".
Who decides that? You.
You decide that.
That's like
not
the
me.
top.
Yeah.
I always
like-
pictured Alicia being like 4 foot or some shit like
No,
that.
she's not a
No.
dwarf. She's a fawn.
I don't know, okay?
I
You're
thought it was
you're
like
picturing
Babylon.
you're picturing the guy from Hercules, the fucking.
Yes!
Oh god.
How tall are you? I was thinking like 5'7", 5'8".
She's 4'3". I don't know.
Like
I'm-
definitely
Yeah.
above average, but not
You think
necessarily
I'm a midget
tall.
over here?
You decide this.
Yeah, you.
I'm
you
like 5'7".
This
yeah,
is your
5'6",
character.
like-
Roll 2d10.
No.
That's your height in inches.
And if there's a 7 in there, I'm fucking.
70 inches? 72 inches? Maybe. Here, 2d10.
That's how tall you are.
78 inches.
Yeah.
Stop.
Someone do math.
That's 6'6".
You're 6'6". You are
Shaq.
3 inches taller than
Fucking
me.
Shaq.
That makes you taller than everyone, I think.
Not 10.
Hey guys, you want to throw around the basketball? No,
No.
we're okay.
It's a good day.
Jesus.
Hey, it's a good day down there.
How walks across the deck, the boat creaks.
I
As a
think
quick
like
thing, speaking of the good day thing, you can
I
give that
think
to
like
yourself.
6'1".
The D6 added.
I always
By the
roll
way.
for my height. I'm either a
That
midget
was
or I'm a
my-
giant.
my
I've
three.
never rolled average.
Because we're about like
I wasn't-
6'4".
That's
Four.
Just like average.
We are almost
2d10. Wow, I'm
So
110.
5'7".
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you started reading
5'7",
scripts like,
2'5'7".
motherfucker, this is so close. I'm just gonna make it identical.
That was
It's a
very
human,
funny.
so like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Ballpark.
Okay, so
Alright.
I mean,
Did we
Now
make
we-
it to shore without getting murdered?
Sweet.
I don't know. Roll a d20 for me.
Sure.
And
Sure,
I will
take a
consult
good
my
Whoop.
There's a
Cheat
monster
sheet of
table.
18.
18.
Alright, 3
That's pretty
krakens,
good. Maybe.
2 giant frogs.
I don't
This
trust
could be a
it.
good.
The higher the results, the more monsters.
Yeah.
Isn't that what
Uh,
Sutton
you were
fucking
rolling for the
yelled
number
on
of
again in
monsters.
campaign 2?
I would track.
No, today's travel goes unimpeded. You are still like a couple days away.
Okay.
Because of overworld travel being what it is, I'm okay with keeping the things that you have as they are. Because remember how you
Oh.
didn't get a long rest during the
The Portons?
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though the days passed in mechanics land, it didn't. Because otherwise combat doesn't matter and it.
Yeah, let me just look this up real quick. Keep going.
Neat.
So is
Do we
this
recover some
another
more hit die?
day, but without a long rest?
For that item, no.
Okay, it's like, please tell me that's not how this is about to work.
When you finish a long rest.
So does that mean we'll recover
I'm just
some
slow.
hit
I'm just gonna
die
kill
if
you
we're
before you
still
get to
missing?
shore.
Yeah, it's just like, am I just gonna slow bleed these hit dice?
No.
No combat. Just
Wow.
wake up. He's dead.
I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I did roll a bit prior to see if things would happen, and I was gonna let one roll happen. So with that, there won't be any impediment on the way back to shore, as you get back to Bilgetrap, and
Yay.
are met back with the very tall wall with a very long walk up for you
I'm just
now.
like,
Did we ever get an answer about the folding boat?
It
Because we
is
kind of
in
wanted
there.
to have that.
He hadn't
Yeah,
answered,
about it.
but you
because we were going to pay for it, right?
Potentially. I don't know if anybody had money to pay for it.
I've got some money.
We have a good bit of money in the bag, still.
Oh,
we did.
I'm willing to sell it.
What are you looking for it?
Well, gold.
Well, like, how much gold?
How much you got?
Mm-mm.
If you want to buy my boat,
You give us a price, and then we'll work
Even
from there.
Milo said,
well, the thing is, I'm okay with keeping it as well, and I rightfully earned it by
100 gold.
conscripting you. 100 gold?
You said how much?
Well, the answer would be no.
Okay.
And I guess the negotiation will be short if that's where you're starting.
I don't know where to start. I need a number.
It's like, I have no idea how much these sell for.
I don't know what magic
It is a normal rare wondrous item.
So that is
Go
that
for like
500 to
5K.
5,000?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it
1,000,
ranges.
5,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I've.
We don't have that much
It
gold.
ranges. Which is another reason why he's asking for your price. But if you're gonna say a fifth of the price
I
of the
have-
lowest
I was
end,
like, I have
absolutely
another
not.
400.
Let's see if
500.
you actually wants to use this. So it can be 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep.
I literally just got one of these in God of War.
Oh, the
folding boat?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it flies.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome.
For
I just
500
finished
gold,
it, I
I'll
cried.
for 500 boat, I'll give you this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna row a boat
Do you have 500 gold?
I have 400 gold.
between the
Okay.
two of you. He's saying.
Well, no, Robert, I just didn't know how much I needed to add if I
Yeah.
was...
Take 100 gold out.
He hands you the box that becomes boat.
He hands you boat.
Yeah. Let me
Required
add that to
boat.
inventory.
I will. I'll put
It's
it in
only
the bag
4
if you
pounds.
want.
That's fucking nuts.
Where's my...
Magic.
I feel like that's an item that should go in the
Mhm.
bag.
Yeah. So how much do I need to put in?
100.
100. Okay. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
I do need to make sure that wasn't gold that should have already been mine, right?
No. This is all gold that I
Good
had
question, but
coming onto the ship.
Yeah, I don't think we actually got any
Wait, it
gold.
didn't actually find gold down there except the gold statue.
Yeah, I think we just got the gold stuff, the clothes,
and the clothes that we gave you.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like
Weird shit.
simple-minded beings down there, so they didn't really have anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
They
Other
had a
than
lot
the
of
pain and
cleaning
misery
rags.
of their torture.
also the entire place kind of imploded Indiana Jones style. So
Who's that?
it was like a temple, and they were cleaning it. There were beings who were possessed, cleaning it for this genie. And there was an orb, like this big, and we touched it and went into the genie's chamber, and we killed the genie and found the sword and a bunch of shit. And they were cleaning things with rats everywhere. It was crazy.
yeah, and then the whole place just exploded.
That sounds fun.
I'm gonna do the like prestidigitation. With, like,
So yeah, at any point you want to go back.
this is
probably
what we
just a
saw.
bunch
These
of-
little creatures. Boom.
There's just a
Glutatella.
bunch of marble just chilling at the bottom of the ocean.
Did you leave the scorn of Calhoun there? I don't remember.
Yes. We
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'm
That's a
so
tomorrow
glad.
problem.
I'm so glad that you're telling him. By the way, if you want to go back here for treasure, you guys aren't good at leaving shit buried in the sea.
There's a very
There's
Yeah.
just some marble.
okay. We already had it, so technically it wasn't yours. But we left a staff down there.
Wait, why are
And-
you telling me?
It's just don't touch it because I wanted to touch it. Just don't touch it. It'll possess you. It's not good.
I hit you in the arm.
He might die if
You roll a
do
D1.
that. You have to be careful how hard you hit him.
30 HP.
I'm not hitting to hurt. I'm hitting
20
to say,
strength.
what the fuck, dude?
That is a fifth of his hit points right there.
Got him.
I'm getting peppered over here. I'm like it.
So with that, you guys are back in Bilgetrap.
Hey.
The day is yours. I'd say it's probably like mid-afternoon, late afternoon when you guys arrive, like when you actually get back in.
All right,
So
short
where we
term-
want to go?
So short term, we're expecting somebody to come
His
to
eyes
try
are,
to
like,
collect
half
her.
closed.
Yeah,
and
collect
hit-
her,
and kill you.
kill me.
And that's supposed to happen today.
That's supposed to happen a couple days ago.
Yeah, we're kind of iffy on that timeline. I'm gonna take out the letter because he sent me a
It
letter.
wasn't dated.
Yeah.
Also, was it
It's
like?
been longer than a week.
Was it a week from when you got
I was
it,
gonna say,
or a
it's
week
been-
from when he
it's
delivered
been-
it?
Because
What's
you
the
were on
post date?
you were on the ship.
Yeah, what?
What?
You were on the ship for over a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's
What?
definitely time's up on that.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
obviously you weren't trying to
My
take
guy
up
thought that we were
Bernstein.
running. Little did he know he was running.
call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me.
Oh, ambulance.
I'm looking at the letter. So I gotta ask.
Okay.
You don't want to go back, Tim? Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. I'm just making sure we're all on the same page with that one.
Yeah, no, we're definitely. I thought we were until you asked that question.
I don't know. Okay, it was like,
Everyone else is on that page. Atosh is
within the last
16.
like 48 hours,
show
I
that?
found out I have a bounty.
Where's the map?
So it's like a bounty
Yeah, it's
and a
on
dude
that.
coming after me. So like I'm stacking up
Didn't
the
we
little
already
stars real
know
quick.
you
GTA
had a
stuff.
bounty because those
Kinda-
thugs attacked us on a.
They also
I
stated
had 2
that
stars.
that's why they attacked.
I'm at 2
I don't know
stars
which
right
map
now.
you're looking for.
Like
paint
the
shop.
big map.
That's the maps you have.
Oh
Yeah.
What the heck?
Like the Great Bay.
I love
Well, great bit.
Atosh
Yeah.
keeps forgetting.
I like how you said the
plot
big map.
point.
I pulled out
It's
both
very
equally
funny.
sized maps.
Well, the map that covers
what's
more
everyone on
land
now?
area.
Oh.
It tracks.
That one.
It's just very funny.
Huh.
So to the west, he said the Yatura go.
So we're down
Back towards-
here.
Ragosh.
Yeah.
So Commonwealth over here has
The guy who.
The guy who
we
wants
want to
her.
Fuck
Mhm.
up.
Dracomensa is like over here, and that's where the dragon and the girl are.
Correct.
It's somewhere in here.
It's into the Cursus Imperium.
Yeah.
Correct.
And is Commonwealth also where the... Is that where that I can find anything anywhere thing is?
That, I mean, it's the capital city.
No, but that
That
being-
creature.
Oh,
the-
no,
the-
that's within
the-
Rowan Basin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys haven't gone to Commonwealth yet.
Because, I mean, all they have to do is visit that guy. And then find us here in Billstrap, probably.
Yeah.
And the guy who's looking for us, looking for me and her, in that order, are he's in Commonwealth. So I guess it's kind of a choice of who do we want to screw up first.
Well, I would
But-
like to protect our friend.
I would like to do that too.
I think that should be our priority.
Well, why don't we just go settle that one real quick?
Yeah.
Right quick, like.
Assuming, of course, that this dickhead doesn't try to come for us first.
I mean, he threatened to.
I hope he does. That'd be great.
I mean, I hope you know it's not an easy battle.
I'm absolutely
I-
certain that is
Yeah.
going to be the case, but this is a man who tricked you into slavery, so fuck him.
And then got offended when I moved you 20 feet. So
Fuck him a second time.
Also-
that was
That
the
wasn't-
smelly guy that got
That wasn't
offended.
him specifically. But he
they're
was
all in the
part of
same
it.
like echelon in my head.
Yeah.
They're all in the same group.
They're all in the
Creepy
same
guy.
fuck that guy
That's
box.
all I
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah.
Do we know where to find this guy in Commonwealth, or do we just know he's in
Not
Commonwealth?
really.
You just
Okay.
know. So you
Unironically,
guys
I think
had
I
the
just
letter.
Walk into town.
That's where
I mean,
Commonwealth's a very big city.
is that where I ran away from?
You ran away from right outside Rowan Basin. You ran away somewhere in between. Here's where you met them. Here's about where you ran away from him. Somewhere here.
He's south.
And he's saying he's here.
Didn't you tell us you kidnapped you as a child?
Yeah. In a way.
Did the
No,
letter
but I
say
thought-
that? Did
I
the letter
thought he
say that
was-
he's in Commonwealth? I can't remember.
You guys still have the letter, so the letter
Or he
reads,
tricked
I
you,
understand why things
either
like
way."
you and it try to stick together, but you don't belong here and neither does it. I understand why you took it from me, and I expect you to give it back to me. If you do so without delay, then I will allow you to continue gallivanting in my plane. Return it to me in Commonwealth at my estate. You can find it by my seal. I am known. I will wait 1 week. If you do not, I will collect it and all my other I will collect it like I collect all my trophies, and I will ensure you and yours are erased. Kind regards, Medivh Fox.
What a dickhead.
So he's known. So we just walk in there and go, "Hey, where's this guy?"
And
And
going back to a quick recollection of the wax seal that was on it, it had a planar map, but it only had 4 planes represented: Elysium, the Beastlands, Limbo, and Archeon, Archeron. The other planes have the space to be represented; they're just not there. You also remember that seal specifically that is on it, you noticed and you remembered as being directly tied to and connected with the magocracy that is in Commonwealth.
And one of the seals was specifically the beast plane, right? The Beastlands. So Limbo, Elysium, Elysium, Beastlands, and Acheron.
so we're gonna have to go find a magic boy.
And the talk at the time when you received the letter and saw the seal was you basically recalled like that seal's no joke, and you guys were like put off on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys do what you want. If you guys want to roll up there and find this guy, go find him. But it's
I don't think. Alex, you want to go kill this dickhead?
It's usually not a good idea.
is he related to Talek?
They might be cousins.
Would
I
he
don't know.
bring me to Talek?
Maybe. I don't.
Is
know.
he a dragon?
He's not a dragon. No.
And he's not Talek.
I don't think so. But
Use me or
he's also-
don't to kill that man. I don't care as long as you take me to Talek. I've never heard of the man you speak, and frankly, I don't care to know it.
Okay, cool.
I wonder if Oko knows
He's in.
anything about this guy.
Who's in?
Oh,
The Fox or whatever his name is.
Medvec Fox.
Medvic Fox.
It's usually not a good idea to roll up to try and kill a mage in its home turf.
yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping you would come to us.
You step on the rug, it explodes.
Yes.
I mean, we can do. I'm not saying we have to go straight into his house.
Commonwealth?
But, like, I think we should address
Know where
this
he's at.
problem.
His estate.
His estate is in Commonwealth.
Alternatively,
You haven't been there.
We just continue not addressing the problem until
He
we're
captured
forced to
you
address
and
the
trapped.
problem.
I feel like
You've
Once
never
we are
seen his
forced to
estate.
address the
No, but I
problem while
traveled
we're in the
with
middle of addressing a different problem.
And then
That's
we
my
had the-
Then we
Yeah.
had the two problems
We had a
fight
big
out and say,
area.
you two
Oh,
get to
so
choose who
You would
we
have.
have to address the problem with.
You've probably
I don't
seen his
think
estate
it's
from the
gonna
outside
work
and,
that
and
way.
in
No,
a
you-
separate
and
building.
you
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's
'Cause,
just that
yeah,
was
the-
somewhere else.
Yeah, it's like in the same way that they're not going to keep a horse in the house. They're going to keep the horse out in the horse barn. In that case, you're the horse.
Of course.
All I know is if he dies, the shackles will finally break off.
That was my question. Is
Pretty
if
cool beans.
are the shackles right now? Are they limiting your power, or are they just sort of a symbol of
No,
bondage
since
to him?
the chain broke between them, I don't have that restriction, but they just won't come off because
Got it.
they're his.
But maybe we could ask some people around if they know about this guy, what he's capable of. Yeah, before we leave Bill's trap.
I like that idea. Maybe gathers a little bit of intel on it, so we know what we're going into, not just blind rage. Even though there is a time for that, but not
There's
right.
so many instances for rampage.
Can I see my reliable and trustworthy contact to get some information about either of
That
those
would be
things?
Great
Background
background.
Either the where the brother might have been, or where this guy might
Do you
be.
consider Oko a reliable and trustworthy contact? If no, that's fine. But I'm asking because he could be your contact if you trust him. Otherwise, there could be someone else that
No.
you want. Random nameless
Yeah, I
person?
probably wouldn't trust Oko.
Is that what?
Okay, that's the reason I asked.
Yeah,
Because he
no.
is in this town. He is also clearly connected to the underbelly. So,
My cousin made that.
I have the candy bowl.
Candy bowl.
Let me know if any are refilled candy bowl. I have.
What do we got down there, by the way?
I've got so much extra candy.
Eat us.
You want me to go bring the bags?
Yeah.
Sure.
They don't-
I'll take anything with peanut butter.
This is.
I
candy.
again. I've always said
feel
that.
I don't think that was meant for a treat. We got a lot of
I've always said
Twizzlers,
that
got
if
some
anybody
Sour
wanted to
Punches.
poison me, all they have to do is give me sugar. That's literally all it is.
It was very cute. Did that come with your new game?
A 2-pin pin?
Oh,
That's a
Dirty
pin.
pin.
2-pin pin?
wow.
2-pin
That
pin.
is a pin. Pin.
Pin, bro. Pin. God damn.
You okay?
so I will wait for her to
Yeah.
return before I go into things.
Okay.
I love how you say that as if something's about to go down.
Well, he can get like some surface level, like
Damn.
he can talk to some people and get some surface level, like this is who this guy is and what he does.
I thought you meant like elsewhere. Sorry.
No.
It doesn't have to be in this town, by the way. I can get messages to and from my contact, even over great distances.
Okay, so we're.
I know all the local messengers, corrupt caravan masters, and seedy sailors who can deliver messages. So it
Okay,
doesn't
I
necessarily have to
system
be here.
too, but it's much less above ground
Sour powder.
or above board.
Oh,
Oh my god.
holy shit!
Get
Well,
outta here.
if you're going to,
Wow.
I'm sorry. So if you're,
I mean,
I feel like your contact would probably be here.
Yeah, I was gonna. I guess that's true, but
Unless you
if
want
that
it hurt.
helps anyway,
No,
just so you know.
it's fine. So
Sure. This one was
give me this. I would like you to tell me who your contact is, because he would be here.
Well, okay.
possible.
He would be. Get it, dude. Who's your contact? Well, we
while we peruse the candy, and the audio quality goes to.
Gummies, anyone?
Like a merchant, maybe like a traveling merchant of some sort, antiquities or something like that, where
I love it.
blend in, can kind of contraband shit legally, looking enough across distances so he gets his information.
That's the rest of mine.
Yeah.
And throw me a race of this person.
Blizzard folk.
Half orc.
It's cold.
I don't know.
Shit.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Of course I know.
One of
It's me.
Hold's disguises is actually your best
Of course
friend.
I know.
Anybody get that gummy bag or no?
It's me.
Huh?
Did you guys want that gummy bag or no?
I'll take the chocolate bag.
I don't even know that.
I'm a chocolate guy.
Yeah.
I'm a gummy person.
Not everyone's perfect.
Yeah, some people have. Thank you, sir.
Someone drink their Haterade today.
Every day.
I'm just gonna wait for everybody to get their gummies.
Sorry. 8:30 snack time.
Apparently.
Yeah.
My blood sugar's low.
My blood sugar's not low.
I like candy.
Let's spread this bitch out. What are we gonna get, Milo? He was like, oh, what? Huh? What are we getting?
Yes, sweet death.
Yeah, for real.
We had not
is
enough
how I would like to
trick-or-treaters
die,
get the
Dad.
candy.
What?
We had not nearly the trick-or-treaters to get
No,
the candy
we
that we
got
had.
fucking gifts.
We had some.
Just getting worse every year, man. Something,
It's
Trevor.
fine. Costco came through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like maybe a couple dozen, and we're in like a suburban ass neighborhood where like we should use trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, I drove by Mission Hills, which is where I always
gonna
go
be blocking you.
trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, as soon as I put it there, I was like, nope.
While it was busy, because it is like
That's
a
not gonna work for you at
destination
all.
but they didn't
In the
even,
same way
like,
that
block
there was the
the
episode where he was
streets
just
like they
Wilson.
normally do. There's usually, like, a huge
Or what-
police
is that-
presence
that's his
that
name,
had
right?
all
Yeah, from the-
streets
yeah,
and
from
they
Tool
did
Time.
not.
Or
There
Tim the
just
Tool
wasn't
Man
the foot
Taylor.
traffic
Yeah, what was-
before.
I don't.
That
Home
was-
Improvement.
Our neighborhood just moved it to a different day, like because it was a Monday, so they moved it to fucking Saturday.
That's
or
what they did
Sunday.
in Texas. Those piece of shit. Anyway,
And then they
so
closed it down at 7 p.m.
jumping back in. So
jump back in. Let's go.
you know a half orc
Teach us a
man
thing.
named Ugam.
what up, Ugon?
And he normally you have to contact him by mail and whatnot, but you're here. So with only a small amount of time in looking for where he is today, essentially, you find he has a makeshift like lean-to of like almost like a gypsy type setup just outside of Bilgetrap that he's set up and is selling things. But
Because you have
his
layers.
really his primary sale is in information, and so you find Ugam in his little lean-to tent situation. He's got basically a burlap sack looking tunic on, and he's kind of a meaty looking guy. Doesn't look like he would be the smart type. And his right ear is pierced from basically the bottom of his ear all the way going through with a number of different golden rings. The wares in front of him are pretty generic. And again, the reason why is because he actually doesn't trade any of that shit. If you want to buy it, you're welcome to it, but he's not here selling that. But you do find him. It's on you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Thaddeus.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Good to see you again. I haven't heard from you in a bit. Glad
yeah.
you're still alright.
Yeah, me too.
Got anything for me?
Yeah, I got a couple questions for you.
Oh, can I get something from you first?
What's that?
I don't know. Did you get, something else to tell somebody else?
Yes, actually.
Have you ever heard of a transaction, that guy?
Well, I was just trying to see what he wanted.
I know.
So I take out a dagger.
Yes, actually. Tell me, motherfucker.
I take out a dagger and I pick up like, I don't know, like something stabbable.
Okay.
And I stab that thing, whatever it is, like a melon or something like that. And the sickest riff you have ever heard off a mandolin comes blaring out of this melon and dagger. And I'm like, here you go.
That's what you want to give me?
I do.
I thought you were going to tell me like a story or something. This is fucking awesome.
Dude, I know you. I got you. One dagger of guitar solo, friend.
I can't believe that's gone.
I can't believe it's gone.
I mean, just like that.
Got rid of it instantly.
Yeah.
Ugam has an
Never used
amazing dagger.
Yep.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Best worst assassin tool ever.
I literally put every
Sneak in
stab
there.
plays a
It's
sick.
I don't know what happened, but I heard a sick riff.
Damn, he got really good really fast. I didn't know he played guitar.
Now Charles is down the
The
floor.
sick riff killer strikes again.
Sick riff killer. The smooth criminal.
I'm gonna need that dagger back.
The smooth criminal strikes again.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know everyone wanted this fucking thing all of a sudden. I've had it for a long time.
Saw no use.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not for me.
That's because you weren't being fun.
You weren't thinking with your
Yeah.
noggin, dude.
Yeah, I know. My bad, guys.
He
Lost
was
it.
literally thinking with his
I wasn't
brain
thinking with
knives.
vibes. I was thinking with my noggin.
Back to D&D.
Yeah.
My guy's out here thinking inside the bun.
Do that. So yeah, I need to. I'm looking for some people, and I'm thinking you could probably help me with that.
Shut the fuck.
Okay.
What's the dude's name that has his brother?
The dude's name.
Yeah,
The pirate guy?
Atura.
So
You got me.
Atakune is the
Atakune.
name of
Of,
the
like-
person of the Utura. Yes.
He's just broken.
Inside foot.
That just struck him. It's one of those that struck him.
This is low key great. It's low key genius, but shot.
That's all Atosh ever thinks is inside the bun.
Nah, dude. I'm so far fucking outside the box. Bun,
Anyway.
whatever. Fuck,
Baguette?
shell, baguette.
Akuna?
Atakune.
Katakune?
Hakuna Matata.
I know. It's like Hakuna Matata and
Atakune.
Weird spiraling.
Yeah.
the sugar did not help.
It
It's gonna make things way worse.
It doesn't happen that fast.
It is. It is happening that fast. And that guy who sent the letter.
Which one are you asking about first?
Hakuna Matata.
He doesn't know who that is.
Atakune.
Atakune.
Sakes.
And you're looking for where he is.
Just information, whatever he's got on him.
What do you want to know?
Where can we find him?
Points back towards Bilgetrap. He says, if you're trying to find him, you kind of have to go through a couple layers of speaking with a couple people, but you can certainly do it. It's not one person that you would just have a meeting with. You'd
Right.
have to have a reason to have that meeting. So you'd basically put the feeler out and they would come and tell you where you're going to meet him, and that changes. So I couldn't really opine on that.
Do you know, like, if he were to buy slaves, where he would keep them?
I mean, probably working for him, I guess.
So wherever he is.
Yeah, I would assume.
Okay.
I know that I know of a project that they have that they took people and they're not here in Bilgetrap. I don't know where they went because it's kind of outside my circle, but I do know that. Yeah, I do know that they're. Maybe that's who you're looking for. I couldn't help with that though. I don't
Do you know
It's,
who
it's
would
outside
know?
of my circle.
Like, was
I
there
mean-
caravan drivers that went with
No,
them,
it's
or-
by sea. It's by sea.
Okay. Interesting. Is it like a boat that they own? Obviously, because I guess they're pirates, right? So
Yeah, but it was
their
different.
boats.
It was different. It was just ships that would come and go, and some of them came back. Some of them didn't. It didn't seem like they had a racket that was a specific transport vehicle, so to
Bro,
speak.
if we buried your brother in that big temple thingy.
He was not there.
Okay, good. I thought they were bringing slaves to that GD for stuff for a second there, and I was gonna be like, "Damn, bro."
Good
my
connection.
bad.
I would not terminate a fucking character story.
Bro, I don't know what we just did.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's boats. So somewhere by the ocean, cake by the ocean. Okay.
He's collaborating what Oko was telling you about earlier. You got a little bit more out of Oko in that they know that the people being bought go west out of the bay, but neither of them's. It's definitely outside of this guy's circle of knowledge. It's not something that you would know.
Okay.
Even though your feature is good, but it's not like
All knowing. Yeah.
It's not like Wikipedia for
Yeah.
Forgotten
No, that
Realms.
makes sense. Just general information.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So out west, by a boat. Okay. Probably not here, but they would know obviously where. Okay. And then on Letter Guy, what do you know about him as far as maybe where this guy could be found? What he uses to murder people?
Hold on one second. I just had the document up and I went away from it to give you a different thing. Now I gotta go back to find
There's
the
an awkward
document that.
silence.
Yeah, he's scratching
Elevator
his head
music.
and thinking about what the fuck he was.
Mass
supposed
Effect
to say.
elevator scene right now.
Aha.
Hey, Shepard.
I have a shotgun.
Okay, so you show him the seal and give him the name, Medved Fox, and he says he's known as a couple things. He's known as the Collector, and he's known as the Burning One. And I don't think he's on the Council of Commonwealth. I know he has ties to the Council of Commonwealth, and I know there's a lot of surveillance of other places. Like he's paid to. The way I can describe it is he's paid by the council to find things that are useful to the council, and I do know that he always like. He's basically bankrolled by the council. He doesn't really have that much himself, I would say. And he's been to a number of different planes. And they call him the Collector because he takes things from those planes, and he likes taxidermy's a thing. But taxidermy of elementals is a strange thing, so people are willing to pay.
Are we with you? Kind of? Are we?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
you-
I'd be
you could
surprised
be.
if Sadius let
you
us
could
come
be
with
if
him.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
No.
Yeah, I'd probably say no.
It's plotted in.
Could just be like, I'll be back.
I'll legit roll
Or
for
he
this
would
over
say
here.
nothing. and
Yeah, I'd
just
probably
disappear.
say nothing in this one.
This could also all of this could be in Thieves' Cant while they're like shopping his bullshit.
Yeah. No, I probably wouldn't have brought him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Again, we're not cool enough to be invited to the roads.
Few are. Okay. All right. Commonwealth might be a good shot to the council. If you were going to go to the council to find information about him, is there one that's the shittiest council member to kind of go to?
So much trash in our guy.
That's
No.
not really something I would have. I do know that the bankroll for him specifically is the Arcane Conservatory, rather than
Those
um,
fuckers.
Isn't that also someone we need to go kill?
There's someone
They're not
almost
there.
bad at.
I know, but I just I feel like my character would remember that.
I don't know who you're speaking of.
Wasn't there someone there that we wanted to go kill? Maybe for the sword or for the book?
That was who Hulk thought had the sword of the book if it
Oh,
wasn't
that
down there.
guy, yeah.
Okay.
I wrote
The
his
guy
name down.
who
Fucking
ruined his life.
Demir
Demir.
Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably remember that guy's there. And Okay.
Demir Pritens is the person that is supposedly...
He seems like a shitty person.
He was supposed to have had the sword.
Yeah, I
Either
wrote
that or...
down Demir as bad liar wizard teacher.
Okay. Let's maybe talk to him then.
I still don't think that math adds up, yo.
Okay. Hey, buddy. I appreciate you.
Anything else I can
Under
do
the
for you?
Hulk
No.
section.
You tell your kids I said hi. Uncle will be around soon.
Okay. I will let them know.
Good deal. And I'll walk back and I'll let everybody know all my information that I just gathered. Hey, everybody! I have information for you.
Boy,
Mm-hmm. Your brother sailed on a ship west.
Do you think I'm for the other
I don't know why,
trying to steal the candy?
but we could probably find out more about it.
What?
Um,
Can I help you, sir?
From the artillery, which we kind of already knew.
yeah.
But that's all I could pick up on that. But the other, more pressing matter letter guy, Fox, we need to go to Commonwealth.
We knew that.
Okay.
Or not Commonwealth, wherever that mage place is. Is that in Commonwealth?
Commonwealth.
We need to go to the mage place, because they're giving him gold.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So he's
Wait,
sponsored by
so the
that.
people who got
Wizards.
Hulk banned from everywhere, which also
Wizards suck.
I don't understand. And I feel like Farmer Dan also does not understand how
totally.
this book exonerates Hulk.
Yeah.
There's
It doesn't
there's
add
no
up.
chance that you could piece together how that... He told you it would work. That's all you... That's all you need.
Okay.
The math
Does
doesn't
anybody
add
who's
up.
smarter in this group understand that at all, or
I don't... Do you?
I have an education, and I'm telling you, the math doesn't add up.
So he's asking. I'll reassert the clues. This is what Hulk's story is.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the book was taken from the Cursus Imperium by someone else, not Hulk. Hulk, in order to clear his name, is trying to obtain that book and give it back. That is his goal. That he told you all. That's why he's been banished from several countries.
so
The reason why that didn't connect for you all is that the Riak Consortia wouldn't banish him over getting rid of a text that unleashes a dragon that they believe should stay leashed. So that doesn't make sense for him to be banished there. Great Bay has also no particular... It makes sense to be banished from the Cursus Imperium for that crime. It does not make sense elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
it
there's-
magically reappearing isn't gonna absolve him of that crime if the crime is the reason if that is actually true.
Okay, so then what are we doing with the book?
So the reaction.
I mean, we should burn it, right? It's a heretic's
Oh,
book.
dude, I would totally be reading the fuck out of this. I'm probably like 80 pages in.
So the Riak Consortia wants to
That's
destroy
gonna
the
rot your
book
brain, man.
because they don't want
And
the
the
Cosmic
cult
Dragon
Did
to
you?
come back.
When did you read it?
I would have I would have started actually when we were talking to the bro, because I want to be as far away from pirates as I can.
Okay, so you're not... Yeah, I was like, you're not reading it during
No.
on the ship.
No.
Okay.
What book?
So
When I'm on the ship.
while
and
he's
then-
having that discussion, that
Yeah, that's what
you
I.
don't have
That's
80
what I like.
pages worth of reading. You're not a
Very fast.
He's not a speed beater?
man. Stephen Hawking doesn't read faster because he's smart. He's smart because he reads a lot. Okay.
You're right.
It's not like you're trained in speed reading because you have 20
Well,
intelligence.
I would find a quiet corner and make sure no one's looking at me other than people I know, and then start peeing through the first few pages of this book, seeing what the cult talk's all about.
So
Seeing why this is on the Reader's Digest.
the
top 10 or whatever.
Specifically,
I will allow you to make a religion check
Religion check, he says.
or a history check.
Probably pretty bad at both of those.
They're intelligent.
No, their intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, hey, just because their intelligence doesn't mean I took proficiency in them.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's only a +5 instead of a +8. Ooh.
Also, if you would like, this is a thing that you can add a 6 to, or a d6 to.
I'm going to give myself a 20, and then +8, 28.
Okay. Okay.
sure.
Are you
know
doing
the religions.
which one are you doing? History or religion? Because the information changes based on which one you're
I'm going to
taking.
do history.
Okay. So, from that regard, the trouble in this and the reason why the DC is so high is because you've got the book out of order. You're reading, what is it, the fourth
Yeah.
of many. It was supposed to be 5. He never finished the 5th one.
Mhm.
you're reading the end of the puzzle, right? You're missing 1 through 3. So what you're essentially reading is
Revenge of the Sith.
like
Before.
you're running into an issue where they're
Fire
referencing
King's
like
standard
gather
read.
this thing and do this thing, but you don't know
What the thing
like
is.
yeah you don't
Yeah.
or like putting things into this that was already constructed previously, right? I don't obviously have a tome that I've written, but the tome's gist, from what you can gather with a quick like brief summary in the beginning, is truly this is the instruction manual to release an astral dragon or a cosmic dragon. This is the almost the end of the instructions, and it does talk about in this tome. It does talk about the like final incantations, which it does have to do with star patterns and alignments due to it being a cosmic dragon. It also has to deal with the final pieces of the puzzle need to be gathered or placed there last. Here it doesn't reference where to get these things, but with the check that you've made, I would say that many of them are from other planes. And those need to be arranged in the ritual last, in the order of operations for this.
Okay.
Like, presumably very long years long ritual to release this dragon. You're also there's, no, it wouldn't be in this tome. It'd be in much earlier tomes. So that's about like the useful information I think that would be here.
So
Unless
this
you have a
isn't-
specific question like
so this
that
isn't
you think might be in
the
it.
unfinished tome, the one that
No, the fifth one is
supposedly
unfinished.
missing.
He's
The one that
supposed to
they're-
have written 5.
the
The
one
fifth
that
one was
they're-
when...
the one that they're all fighting the war over is that unfinished 5th tome, right? The 4th
Yes.
one, it's already known about it. It's been finished. People have read it. So in theory,
Presumably, yeah.
somebody could have read it all and has that knowledge in their brain, or could have
Yeah,
copied it.
potentially,
elsewhere.
yes.
Okay, because that changes my mission. Because I'm all like, hey, I'm trying to find this last book to end the war. I don't give a shit about the cosmic dragon or which side wins. I just want the war to end.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not the book we're looking for. It's not the book I'm looking
That's not the
for.
book you're looking for.
I didn't even really begin looking for it. I was more like,
You
I
have-
know I'm going to need to be way stronger to find this book because everybody else is really strong, already failed.
Also, I will say, I'll just say, with the history check that you made, you have, basically the tomes are arranged in this way. Number 1, who you're releasing and how to appease him before you do. Number 2, the materials you need to gather and gain. Number 3, where those materials are and the best way to obtain those materials. Number 4 is how to arrange the materials, and number 5 is actually how to do the incantation itself.
So if I'm flipping through this book, do I see like locations? Did they
No,
name,
it's
like,
it's how to
locations?
set it up.
How to
So
set it up.
you're looking at like these are all the things you should have gathered from book 3,
Got it.
and this is how you put them down on the table, right? But it doesn't. So you have like
Last
this is
time
a
on
this is
Dragon
a
Ball Z.
this is a massive ritual. This is not like this is like a mile span of land that you'd need in order to set this up properly. Wow.
Okay,
Because
cool.
certain points need to be under certain stars at certain times.
Yeah. Okay.
With certain materials that were gained in previous
Yeah.
editions.
Dense reading over here.
It is, and again, it was like it's referencing things that, like, you're like, I don't know what that is. I don't, but I do know that, like, presumably it can be gathered from this plane, maybe.
Okay. Wild thought, everybody. Just fucking out of the box. Bun, baguette.
Thinking outside the bun.
Thinking outside the baguette for a second. This book talks about rearranging things and setting things up and gathering things from other planes. Sure.
Like you.
Did you share everything with us?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
So, what if this guy that's out to get her was kind of doing this? Because he was a gatherer of things from other planes. And I'm going to pull out the letter with like the seal on it, because the seal was like the planar wheel,
But only some of them
but only
were
some of
marked.
them were marked. So are those the planes that he's gathered things from already?
Probably.
Would I know the order of the planar wheel and like?
Yeah, you.
And, like,
I
I
think
can
you'd be
tell
able to
what
identify where things are missing.
I think
for
you
sure.
told me which ones he had been to.
Yes.
And sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head, but like the Beastlands was one of them. So
Akron.
he was like obviously going to other planes and gathering things.
Yeah.
So
Do you need the
why
list?
is this why is this dude gathering things? If he's truly just gathering things for the mages or whatever as trophies, so he's a glorified hunter
Maybe, unless he's the one trying to get the end goal.
for some reason. That's a very loose connection that I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
But they're not in the dragon place that wants to
I mean, most people
bring
don't.
the dragon back.
I mean, it's true that most people don't have a reason,
Yeah.
desire, or means to travel to other realities.
Yeah, but maybe this guy's hunting
I
these
mean,
things
you're
for
from
the
the
mages.
sky. That's different.
Or
Yeah.
Totally.
Or maybe he's being sent there by people who can.
Who can do this thing?
Mm-hmm.
And
Which,
now the,
I mean, if we're
yeah.
talking about a
place.
mage,
Yeah, from the wizard's
we're
place.
talking about a mageocracy, basically. It's not unreasonable to assume that, like, hey, I need you to go here, do that. I'll send you. Bam, go. That wouldn't be unreasonable to assume.
I need to squeeze by.
Just a wild thought, everybody. Just a wild thought.
So maybe we could trade him the tome for her.
Or maybe we just kill that thing.
I don't want to trade in the tome for anything.
Yeah,
But like other people have read this, so it's like it's.
I feel
If other
Doesn't
people
matter.
had read it,
like Hulk went way the fuck out of his way to get
for
this
this
thing.
one, for this
yeah,
one,
he went through some serious shit for this thing.
so but
Specifically, so these motherfuckers didn't have it.
and because
well.
he was like exiled for this thing, for this
Like,
book, it tells
supposedly.
me that not a lot of people, if any, other than me and maybe like one other person, have read it. If this book is so
That
damn
or
important,
They also saw it and did not copy anything down.
So, like, can we just go like buy an empty book and just start writing? Like,
I have some paper. I'm gonna try and start copying. Am I able to copy this book?
You're not. So what happens when you do is you go to write. You're looking at the word like the
Yeah.
right, and you're doing the SpongeBob, but it's
I get
but
it.
but it's way worse because you're all watching him, and you think you're actually writing in the same way, right?
Mhm.
That he's like cruising and he gets the T, right? But like you're all watching him essentially scribble on the page jaggedly and aggravatedly, and it is not words, it's not letters, and you're like a sentence in, you're like, all right, let's see, and you look down on your thing and it's like the ring where like they're just drawing the circles, and you're like,
Wow.
that's not what the fuck I wrote down. And in your head you knew what you wrote down.
Yeah. In my head, I'm like, wow.
And everyone watched you just scribble on the page for a minute, and then you're like, holy shit.
So your pen does have ink.
Those are
Now
some-
let's try writing it down.
I think there's something.
I
Is that
did.
like
I did.
shorthand? my
No,
guy?
that it's not. Would I be able to tell there's a magic effect going on here?
Yeah, you're
This-
definitely...
This no work.
It immediately reminds you that when you found it via Identify,
Yeah.
it was magical. The book itself
Yeah.
was magical.
Yeah,
This is presumably one of
Yeah.
possibly many aspects on the book that...
And I didn't
That's why people care about it.
gain this from identifying it.
'Cause there are no copies. This is it.
So there was abjuration magic on it.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
and-
Okay,
and
no,
it's-
sorry.
it's-
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
Essentially-
yeah, there's no work.
For the like nitpicky wizard stuff, it is basically alter memory on the book that if you go to copy it, you don't know what the fuck you're copying as you're copying
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
yeah.
That's neat.
but if
I
you
can't
read
copy
it, you
this.
can remember it.
Yeah, I remember everything about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
try something.
it's so involved that
You
like
can't
to
just memorize
remember.
the whole book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not memorized, but
You're
like
good- you're
I'm
good,
gonna
like,
remember the
memorizing
gist
a
of it.
whole
I'm like,
fucking
hey, let me see your bag, and I'm gonna put it in the bag.
Okay.
Do I remember any of it? Like, can I recall details? Not
Yes.
like word
yes,
for word, but I
yes,
can recall
but
details.
You're again, yeah. You're remembering like you need chemical components, but there's a like
A fucking
yeah.
laundry list.
It's trying to do chemistry without being able to look at the periodic table.
Okay, so I remember
and
it, but I
needing
can't copy
to, you
it.
know.
I can't copy it down.
Well, I think we just have
Well,
to.
that's probably for the best.
Yeah. So this further proves my point that
We really
Hold
need
went out of his way, and we really should not trade it for
anything.
her.
That I mean, it's like that. I'm sorry, that might be
it's-
one of the worst trade deals in the
it's
history of trade
abjuration
deals. No
and
offense.
enchantment. Enchantment's all
Abjuration
yeah.
I'm taking.
What?
Enchantment is modify memory.
Else had
Abjuration
already
is
read
the
it
book
and
can't be
copied it
destroyed.
because
It's
it's
just
been
like,
around forever. So
If y'all traded me for this
Yeah,
sword,
and we can't burn it.
also
either.
that's not a terrible trade deal.
I don't know whose
Ain't
idea it was
that
to
a-
burn it, but
a
yeah,
trade
that's
But
not
only if
working.
you guys are getting the
It
sword.
was me.
Then you?
We're not trading
Oh, yeah, it's not
anything,
working.
anybody for anything. All right.
But
Taking a
if,
person
We
for
could
an
leave it
object.
at the bottom of the ocean again.
yeah, but if you trade an object for a person, that's
We already
a
have
terrible
one
deal.
item in the bottom of the ocean right now. Let's not go 2 for 2. Let's just leave.
Well, I wouldn't put it in the same
But
place
this
because
one-
you told that guy to go back there.
I just think that's funny. But this one's not trying to actively make me kill people and raise the dead. So I'm okay with
is
this
that what
one.
it was doing? It was fine for me. It just moved a little on its own.
It was doing spooky shit. I put the book back in my bag.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Yes, I do. Back in my bag.
Alright, so we gotta figure out what to do with this thing, and we should not give it to the bad wizard liar people.
Wait, the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not going anywhere.
but I think our next step is to kind of figure out what we want to do, how we want to approach the mages.
What
Group.
would I know anything about how Commonwealth operates? Just like vaguely.
They're very much function over form.
Mm-hmm.
They're very to the point, and even people within it's a lot like our government in the fact that like nobody knows what the fuck they're doing there. Nothing gets done,
Mm-hmm.
but stuff is happening, and it in Commonwealth it's a little weird because it's a magocracy. They can actually literally solve mundane problems just by waving their hand, and that's what keeps people letting them keep doing what they're doing. Is occasionally they'll go find the new fucking road, and they'll just do it, right? And then they're left alone for months, and then they just fine. You want a new, and that's kind of how they're operating. They've always been very, very, very function over form, very. Not cloak and dagger. They have a magocracy. They do teach people. They have. They definitely try to take people in to teach them magic. They try to also keep, like it's train the trainer thing, and they're trying to train mages that will then work for them in the magocracy themselves, and they try to keep magic at the
So
highest
it's a pyramid
level.
scheme.
No, because you're actually
Oh,
getting
my
something out of it.
You're
You're you get magic out of going there and learning. You're not taking seminars and coming back with nothing. You're going in there and now you know how to fucking fireball.
Okay, gotcha. But
So you're
in other
basically
ways,
getting the phone cards of magic.
But there's a lot of propaganda in that they say like essentially if you go around waving like if you use magic willy fucking nilly, then things like death become like you're gonna throw off the balance of fucking everything if you mess with it too much using magic.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be limited, and we should decide best how to do it. That's basically what they've told the city. And wizards are smart, so everyone just goes, they're the ones with magic and smart, I guess.
That's not how it should be.
I mean, that's what I've been doing with you two wizards this whole time.
I mean, I got magic.
It's not like people are misrepresented or treated
Yeah.
poorly in Commonwealth. That's just how their society
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
and that's definitely the norm within
That's coming
Commonwealth.
from me.
Gotcha.
so what you're saying is we really need to think outside the box here, and
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do it.
yeah, I had to. I had to.
So if we go to Commonwealth, I feel
Stuck in my
like
head for
I'm
an
gonna
hour,
be
okay?
immediately spotted, and so is Miss Glowing bracelets.
It's glowing bracelet.
How do we not make? How do
I
we
don't
make
think
that
you even knew you glowed.
not happen? What?
I don't think you knew you glowed. I think you were looking at the stars, and you saw.
Well,
You think you saw the shimmer of her.
do we
Yeah.
want to write him? You wrote him a letter before. We could write him a letter
Yeah,
telling
that
us
letter-
to meet him outside of town or in
Catch
the
me
dark
outside. How about that?
It was a very short
Catch
letter.
me outside.
Catch me outside. That's
Or-
exactly what
or-
I'm saying.
How about we?
You could issue a challenge, and then we wouldn't have to fight him in the middle of town.
Or we just let it come
But
to
I don't want him
us.
to know.
Yeah,
we're
that's what I'm
coming.
saying.
think I'm so stupid?
I don't want him to know we're coming because what if he's like on this whole thing about the Mages Consortium wants her for something,
Mhm.
even though maybe not. But then all of a sudden we're fighting him and a bunch of fucking wizards. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, let's just not go where the wizards are. Which is the
I
worst.
never said to go to the Wizard's
What?
Tower.
I just don't want to
I
announce
just
our
expressly
presence.
said, let's not do that. Let's
No, I
take
mean,
it to
like-
a third location.
I just don't want to announce our
that's
presence,
me
and then he
agreeing.
brings the wizards.
I mean, I hear
You know what
what
I mean?
you're saying,
I
but
get-
what's going to stop him from doing that now anyway?
Surprise.
Well, he's going to surprise us by randomly teleporting in when we're not expecting it. Or we could set up a location to meet.
Some fries.
Surprise.
Some fries, motherfucker.
You're right.
Who dies?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think either way is a risk, 100%.
Yeah.
It took me like
Nice.
2 seconds, then I got it, and I was like, yeah.
We could potentially like set up traps or something.
Yeah, I got a trap.
If we set, I know you do.
Set
but
up a
he's in the
fucking
trap.
bear trap. I cannot believe the bear actually stepped in the bear trap. What a good time.
Oh my god, a bear trap
and then
actually worked as
just,
intended?
and then just have her stand right behind it, so when he teleports in,
Yeah.
Surround her with bear traps.
That'll outsmart the page.
he can't
mean-
see where he's teleporting into.
We don't have
Well,
to do
maybe
it that
he
way,
does with
but I
clairvoyance,
just.
I don't know.
I
No,
mean,
I
I
see your
fully
point.
agree. Go to Magic Tower, bad idea.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, why are we going to Commonwealth?
Or not.
Because the bounty's on my head anyway.
The bounty
So
is
am
in
I-
Bilge Trap.
What?
The bounty is in Bilge Trap. Yotura put the hit on you, not...
Not
Oh,
this
but
guy.
not-
okay,
homie.
but either way, I thought the bounty was everywhere,
The bounty is kill you or bring you back.
but only in Buildstrap.
Well, the way you claim the bounty is to go back to the Yotura with body
Yeah.
or you.
Okay. So this, but the guy was like,
Body
times.
light,
I'm gonna read the letter again. Specifically,
Yep.
what does it say again?
He's gonna end
Do
you.
you want the ending of it or the whole letter?
Yeah, like at the.
I will wait 1 week. If you do not, I will collect it like I collect all my trophies, and I will ensure that you and yours are erased.
How does he usually collect trophies, Lysian?
What can you tell us about this guy?
Like, how does he collect?
You'd only know what you've written me.
I know. I actually don't know a whole lot about him. Like, I was little, and my town burned down, and he told me, which was a lie, that he knew where my parents were, and he would take me there, and we would be safe.
So he's going to
Little
take
did
us
I
by
know.
lying to us about our parents.
He took me basically hostage, I guess,
Yeah.
and he never saw my parents.
So we just don't believe his lies.
I don't know. I'd see him at night, you know, from another tent. He would just be sitting there with his book, reading. He would write sometimes. I don't know what. He always had
And
a
the,
frown on his face and he was frustrated.
and the dude that we met, the dude that I you away from at the party, that was like his underling, like a henchman or like a helper,
That was a colleague.
colleague. It was
You almost found the word.
Yeah, he did. What?
I'll go back
I saw
to that.
him a little bit. He like hung around and talked to him.
So what if we find that guy again, put his
I don't
balls in
know
the
much.
vice, and say either you're never having kids or you tell us what you know about him.
I mean, we'd have to find him first.
He had mentioned that he and Fox go way back from their time in Cyroth, and all the way to the time to visiting Rapture Garden.
Okay.
And Rapture Garden is on neither of those maps.
Oh.
It's within the Cursus Imperium.
So it sounds like everything that isn't Commonwealth is just kind of west.
What? No, the Cursus Imperium is east.
East. I know directions.
You were told for you that your brother presumably sailed out the bay and to the west,
so
which
over
would
here.
be that way,
Yeah.
or further, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys are in Bilge Trap, which is where the Yatura are. Commonwealth has Medivh Fox, and then over here is the Cursus Imperium, which is where the dragon took the princess, not princess, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
As well as Rapture Garden is also in the east.
Yeah.
In the Persistent period. It's not a city. It's a place. It's a forest.
Okay. Crap.
So what if we just go west and start looking for your brother, and then
See what
this
happens if.
wizard guy?
Yes, deal with him as he means.
Yeah, that's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I do like the idea of setting up a meeting spot, and like getting it done with. But like we got to find a place that's more even turf. Make him come out, like
What if we set up a meeting?
far.
So
Somewhere
like,
annoying.
As
I'm gonna
as
look
a
at the
quick
map.
note, you were told by Oko that if there's something you want to do against the Yatura, let him know and he'll help. If you're trying to do something that would mess with whatever there's like, obviously they're buying people that are very expensive and sending them somewhere.
Mhm.
That would be something that you're messing with them, and he would be on
Yeah.
board.
Do we think they're?
I'm not saying you have to use him, but
Yeah. Do we think they're sailing to Swaywood and then down, or they're just going straight over?
no, he said they sailed out of the bay and
Yeah.
west.
Oh, out of the bay.
Yeah, so they're
West.
off this map this way,
Mhm.
and then
So maybe they
west,
go this
out
way.
out the bay and west.
Ooh,
So if
maybe
you want
they
to
go
round
to-
like down past Sirach and stuff.
maybe they go to Sirach.
Possibly.
There are other continents too.
All right, I vote we.
There are. There's also Fellfield is down that way,
Mhm.
and that's the end of like Fellfield is a peninsula, and you also have the note that said some material was also found in Fellfield. From like your first note.
Yeah.
Oh, so if we go to Fellfield, you think that there's a good chance you're gonna be there?
I think that's a good place to start. Like we hit Sarath and then Fellfield. Like hit it on the way. See if we can find any clues or any like trail, or if you like straight up see them.
I'd be fine with going to Sirach.
Like we see we see
So
clues of them
Sarath
marching marching magic people around as slaves or buying them, and then we see oh crap, well they just apparate around that corner. Okay, I guess we're on the right track. Okay. Then
we could realistically just go fly to Siroth.
realistically.
Yeah, if I'm looking at the map right.
Yeah, you just would fly across the bay and then straight into Cyroth. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't.
you could.
And I don't know if my father would know anything about any of that going through there, but I could ask.
We can always stop short of Cyroth and come in as normal, as to not draw attention.
What does your father do? Where is
Do clouds draw
My father
attention?
was the
when
blacksmith. I
you
think
when
we
you
said, right?
apparate out of them,
I
you
think-
do.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Not if you operate in an alley.
I'm
Nobody
just trying.
sees
It's
you.
been
I'm
so
just trying
long
to
since
be
I've
as
actually said that to you.
low key as possible.
And your father's where?
He's in Sirach.
Oh.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay with this?
Maybe my brother came home without me
I've
knowing.
tried to kill him once and it didn't work.
Well, you,
Hence the shackle.
Well, you got us
well,
now.
you were alone. Man,
I'm not
Wait, the
saying.
shackles
you're a lot
prevented you
stronger
from
now.
attacking him?
I'm
Yeah.
fine
That's a good question.
killing him.
Did the shackles prevent you from attacking him again?
No, because the chain broke between them.
Okay, so that was had a separate enchantment.
It was one after. It was one before the other. You were
Gotcha.
chained because this is just. It's been a while since you wrote it. You tried. He caught you in the act and then shackled you and said, "Try it again."
All right. Yes, I think that's the plan. But I think we should tell Odo. Should we tell Odo?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Should we tell her? Be like, hey, we're gonna go
Yeah.
try and fuck up some Yatura.
Is this with this?
Got any beans for the road?
You wrote that your father was a warrior. I don't know if he was a blacksmith.
I
Presumably
think
people.
the story went. He was a warrior, lost a limb, and somebody makes him as a blacksmith now, or something like that.
I don't have his. I mean,
I
it's
have-
whatever you
Yeah,
say it is.
realistically, we're going there to
But-
find your brother and get him out of there. I don't know how much disruption that's going to actually end up happening, causing for the Yotura.
Yeah.
But I imagine
I have
we'll
to go
have to
back
break
and
a
look
few
at it,
skulls.
honestly. So
Hmm?
I have to go back and
Yeah.
visit myself.
If
as
it
well.
means
Blow
I
up
get
a few
closer,
buildings.
then yes. But I don't want to break skulls unless I'm not gonna
We-
just go in and start. I want to be methodical about it. Like guys, honestly, when we were down in the little spire thing in the genie's
Mhm.
staircase, and we just kind of went in guns blazing, I didn't like that. I thought we were doing pretty good about being methodical. I want to be methodical about this. I don't want to go in and just Yatura murder.
So I need
Okay.
the murder signal. What's the murder signal?
The murder signal is when I attack. if I
Murder signal is kill that guy.
I will look you dead in the eye and point like this, and I point at you. I'm like,
Okay, so that's the murder.
You better
that's the
fucking
murder
turn
look.
around.
Okay. Now if I cast a spell or two,
PvP.
it's fine. But if I look at you,
Okay.
that's your cue. But we need to be. I want to be methodical. I don't want to draw any attention.
Maybe we just do like this at their general direction.
On this.
Okay, I appreciate that. I just want to be like.
We gotta have a signal because
Yeah.
I might misread things, and like my natural impulse is to start hitting.
My head's not in the right place because I've been whacked a few too many times.
My instinct is to whack until I no longer whack.
My head looks like the fucking Earth's crust with all these fault lines in
You
it.
must whack or be whacked. And I'm pretty good at both happening.
We all cool with that?
Sure.
So we all cool to talk to Oko first, or do we just want to go? Because if we're clouding all the way over there, what do we want from her as help? Because she offered help. Him. Sorry. He offered help if we were trying to screw up the tour.
Well,
Oko was
I
a woman
think
too.
if we're leaving, then maybe we take this up on our way back, right?
Yeah, be like, hey, we screwed up some of their operations. It was fun.
Or like,
but
like if we're just
I don't
gonna,
think we're
hey,
doing-
can you help us? Okay, great, and then we just fuck off.
I don't think anything that we're about to do is going to help Oko in any way, shape, or form with the Otura problem, because Oko is saying, I want the Otura to stop essentially being pirates in the same waters that I'm going to be a pirate.
And we're
in.
not
I
going to
agree.
be
We're not
anywhere
doing
near this.
anything
Alright.
related to that. We're just looking.
Let's
for your
go.
brother.
Let's go screw up some operations and then relay the news later.
We might accidentally screw up a whole bunch of stuff when we get there, but
Yo, Big C, you ready to fight the Atura?
That was you, bud.
Yeah.
I want to buy.
That is a big
two-
shift in mentality.
I want to buy 2 levels of spell materials.
Okay.
I just
can
want
do
to
that
get
for
out
me.
on the ground
I
floor.
will say
feel
within
like,
Bilge Trap, it's a little bit
this
more
might help
costly.
us.
So
Help me.
Wait, within Bill's Trap is a little more what?
a little bit
Make
more
some
costly.
connections in the
Costly?
underworld.
Okay.
Some
So
power.
50 more gold per spell level.
Okay.
Wait, how much is it for one spell level?
50 gold.
It's 50 gold. It's not double.
Okay.
I need to know the price. There is a markup in Bilge Trap because
It's like, fuck, I'm just gonna wait.
yeah, I think it's 50 gold in
Because
2
every
hours
shop
per
is a
spell level.
fence.
Yeah. You're fencing the fences. Fencing the fences fence.
50 gold in 2 hours. Yeah. So here it'll be 60 gold. And I'm not trying to double charge it, but there is an upcharge.
That's fine. 2 levels. 120.
Okay, so 120.
Thanks, I hate it. I love it.
So we're gonna cloud up and head to Sirach, I think is the
Zero.
Syra?
Zero.
That vodka's pretty good.
Cereal.
Sriracha.
Did you want to buy a gem for the sword?
Don't we have one?
No.
I thought-
Well,
I
you
don't
might
know.
have one, but there's not one in the sword present time.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we
I thought
have
we
a
had
gem worth 300 gold?
I thought we did.
No.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
have 3
I
diamonds.
thought we had.
worth
I was gonna
50
say I thought we
gold
had
each,
a
and I have
diamond.
ruby
I
worth
have
50
some
gold.
gems, but they're not worth that.
I now only have 94 gold because I dropped 400 on a box.
You don't regret it.
I don't
Is
regret it
that
even a little
one
bit.
lady, rock lady, on the way to where we're going?
I don't think
No.
she has
No.
gems worth 300
I thought she had
gold.
anything.
She had basically, yeah, she
She had
would.
anything.
She
Oh,
would.
she would?
She
Okay.
specifically.
She
But
also has some-
she's up here in the
She
crystalline.
also
Okay.
does.
They may not. I think they're raw.
I guess I didn't know
they're
where
not
we-
cut.
we
I
also-
don't know if that would matter.
We also kind of boiled her
It's
piss
also got to
by
fit in the sword.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So we also kind of boiled their piss by just openly talking about their like the dragons and shit up there.
Yeah.
I have a
She's
moss
not gonna turn
agate,
down somebody
an
buying
eye agate.
300 gold worth of shit
CYROT.
from her. That's
Would either of those be worth? It doesn't. I didn't write down how much they were worth. I don't even know.
All mine are worth 50, and I only have 2.
Can't we just
Maybe 10 gold?
fucking
I guess.
like hold a bunch of gems together and have them like melt together like gummies and stuff, and you leave them out in the sun too long?
No.
Fuck.
We'll figure it out.
Just jam a bunch
Do you
of them
wanna
in there.
In
Go
the D&D Beyond, it
trade
says
in a
10
bunch
gold,
of
but I don't know if
tinier
that's
gems
what
for a
that
big
should
gem?
Because
Sure.
do we have any?
But I only
diamonds?
have 2 tiny
Yeah, I
gems
don't
though.
remember
I
either.
think
How much
they're
are
only
your
like
gems
50
worth?
gold.
50 each.
Okay.
I only have 2 of them.
I have 3 that are
I
4
figured
that
they
are
wouldn't be
50
worth
each.
300, but
Well, that's
No,
300
300
gold's
add-on,
worth,
so
but
I
then
was
we're
like-
gonna need a little more gold on top to.
Why would we need
I don't
more
know.
gold on top?
Here you go. You do it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Cool. I'm gonna go to a place that has gems.
They're outrageous.
That's
See?
outrageous.
Truly.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, here in Bilge Trap, yes. Once again, there will be a slight markup, so you're not going to go for a 1-for-1 trade. Presumably.
I have an extra pearl that's worth 75 gold.
Alright, well, I have these 6 gems. And what is their selection of gems that would meet the criteria?
Which ones are you interested in? I'll tell you if they have.
I was more interested in seeing what they have and then trying to back into it.
Okay.
It's like, what gems
Truly,
have-
as our group dynamic, that is pretty much what we do with it.
Yeah.
It's
Back
actually-
into it and see what happens.
It's like, I just want to see my options, man.
It's like the whole what's your salary range? What's your salary expectations kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ruby
For vigor.
and Topaz.
Topaz.
Ruby and Topaz.
Do we know what these gems do once they're socketed in the sword?
I'm a moron. What color is topaz?
Yellow.
Usually
It's
yellow,
like a
but it
yellow.
can be all
Yellow
kinds
to
of
orange
colors.
kind of color, isn't it?
What?
Usually lightning in video games, I feel.
Lightning.
A lot of the time it is, yeah.
Not to say that that's what it is here, but
You poison.
if you video game knowledge, it's usually that color.
But blue
Poison
dragons
red
are
and green.
lightning, so maybe blue
Yeah,
is
but I've
light.
seen yellow.
Blue could also be cold.
Yellow
I'm just
could
pretty
be
sure
fire.
that's what they are in Diablo.
And red is fire.
Yellow could be piss. I don't
Yellow
know.
could also be fire.
The only way to find out is just jam it in there, man.
Also, just topazes are
I really
a
Can
less
you not
desired stone.
Just ask the sword.
I don't think it will lay out.
I'm gonna
Out of character,
I don't know.
obviously, but
I'm gonna think about it. Hey,
Um,
what do you do with topaz?
so for what is so he
Does he say I don't fucking know?
he answers with the gem, regardless of what it is, lets me kill. I don't particularly care what it is.
Cool.
Be mindful of the dragon you use gems on.
Yeah, of course. Gotta make sure you use the right gem for the job.
The gem is just a catalyst for the reaction,
Okay.
and the element comes from you, emblazoned into the sword through the hilt.
From the sucky suck.
Alright, so I've got the 6 gems, which are how many?
They're
It's
50 gold each. 3 of them are diamonds.
3 diamonds,
one's a ruby. And then
and
2
then-
diamonds, 1 ruby, 2 sapphires.
And then I also have a 75 gold pearl that I will put to the cause for the
I'm gonna have that in the pocket.
So I was actually thinking about that a little bit better or more. They are okay with taking more gems due to
Because
they
it's
can
easier
they
to
can
move
they can
6
sell
smaller gems.
Yeah, they can upsell a little bit easier.
Then I'll
Yeah.
keep my 75 gold pearl.
Yeah, that was gonna be the angle that I went with. It's like this thing's gonna sit on your shelf for a while. I've watched Pawn Stars. It's gonna take you a while to find the right buyer. You found the right buyer, but I'm interested in a trade.
They also have amethyst. Those are your 3 options: ruby, topaz, and amethyst.
Amethyst.
purple.
It's like the pinkish purple. Yeah.
Yeah. Amethyst be.
Looking up crystal.
Well, that purple dragon that stole your girlfriend
Do they
is
have
purple.
Shungai?
What was his special power?
Do they have Shungai?
Magic.
They have suck
There you
on.
go.
Mm.
A piece of that upstairs.
That wasn't actually a piece of this joke.
I don't know what you're googling over there. You don't know what I got in my little.
Do you,
No. I'm just googling general element types, just so I can think what kind of element types there are, because I'm dumb as hell.
And it was probably
I got a book. A crystal book.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder,
Jesus.
poison.
Earth, wind,
For what it's worth, it doesn't have to. It could be.
Here?
You could put a moonstone gem in
Somebody
there.
here? What is he doing?
Yeah.
It will do something. You can put literally any gem into there as long as it's worth 300 gold or more.
Probably saw something in it.
Fuck it, I'll go with the amethyst. It matches my suit.
Okay. He will trade you those gems for the one gem.
Hey, you got a gem now, dude.
Yo.
The gem looks like it might not fit in the sword. It's a little bit small on the end. And when you say like, "Can I see this?" and you bring the sword or bring it close to the hilt of it, it like the hilt at the base begins to form a little bit to like it. It's like an adjusting wrench, and it like slowly shrinks down to. It looks like it will work.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a size element to it. Obviously, it's not gonna be like fucking. Ding!
He might have to go out, maybe? I know my dog does that.
Nah,
I don't know what your dog
he's
does.
no.
Probably a cataract.
Yeah, that's the most likely.
And the thing is, I will not find out what this does until I use it.
Correct.
And
You guys have to remind me what stone you put in there when you use it, and I'll look it back up.
Yeah.
Because it might be a minute before you actually look it up.
yeah,
Or before you use it.
I don't anticipate using this super often.
Alright,
I could
now
just
that
use
you've
it
got
twice
your gem-
and just
Die.
die.
So now that you've got your gem, it's
Oh, isn't it?
cloud time.
Cloud time.
Alright, now we're going to Sirach.
Syrah.
It's a rock.
So, because we're going... So this was going to be... I already thought this was going to be a shorter session because it's one of those sessions where I don't know where the fuck you're going.
Yeah.
In the event that we're going there, there's no problem at all. But that will be the close of the session if that's where you're going. Which means you've got some explaining to do because we're going to where you're from.
Yeah.
So get some writing in. Obviously, you don't have to write all of Sirith. I'm going to do most all of it. But if there's anything you particularly like in the city or have in the city... make sure you give me more about your father, all kinds of that.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that's pertinent to your character and you, I will fill out the rest.
Okay, sounds good.
That will do it.
Cool.
Alright, press stop recording.